What's up? This is That's 86'd podcast. I am your host, BryGuy, also known as Bryant or however you want to do that.
And I'm Theo.
And this is Theo, my main man to the right-hand side of me. Even though he's a lefty, we still connect. So, man, what's up? Let's introduce this the right way. Start it off with a cheers. Cheers to you guys. Cheers to us. Cheers to this pod. You know, hopefully you guys had a good week. Right now, we're sipping on some Martell VS cognac. A little bit spicy. That could be from the cigar that I'm smoking right now.
No, it's a little spicy.
But, yeah.
It's a little spicy.
But it's so smooth.
How my voice sound? How my volume?
I can hear you.
Put my treble up.
You Jay-Z?
No.
Freaky?
Freaky!
Oh, man. All right, so that's good.
Purple tops, baby.
Purple tops, no laces. You know what I'm saying? We're taking it back to that Dipset movement. What we talking about? The early 2000s?
Yeah.
They were around when Ja Rule was around when he had his run.
Early to mid.
Yeah, I mean, but these guys are still going on. They all aged pretty beautifully within music, I would say.
They about to do Dipset versus the Locks.
Yeah, they are about to do that.
Yeah.
They are about to do that. Jim Jones has been putting out amazing music.
For years. He was putting out amazing music back there, man. Back then, like the mixtapes that he was dropping, Jim Jones was coming out like fucking, like cereal boxes, like.
He was an A&R.
Yeah, every week. And so he was working with people.
He was working.
He had artists like he was working with. Anyway, yeah, man.
I mean, Joel's is what? Reality show now? What? Love and Hip Hop, I think he's on.
Yeah,
or he was on, something like that.
One of those.
Cameron is directing movies.
Yeah, he's the founder of Pink.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Apparently he founded Powder Pink.
Like, oh, you talking about the
color itself.
Oh, no. Isn't it like a I think it's something like an erection pill or something like that.
No, that's not what I was talking about.
That's not
what I was talking about. But I mean, he probably got that too.
He does have that. He does have that.
He dropped Scissor years ago, so you know I wouldn't put nothing past them boys. Yeah, man. Industriousness.
You know, I mean, they call those tycoons.
Okay. Word.
Yeah, you know, they're expanding in different demographics.
Yeah, like spiderwebs and shit.
You know?
Word.
You know, start off somewhere, then music don't pay enough.
No, it doesn't. It hasn't for a long time, apparently. Well, it depends. But anyways, man, how you been? How was your week?
My week was, to be honest, it wasn't great.
Yeah?
It wasn't great. It was not great.
Yeah, we didn't touch up yet, yeah?
We didn't. Last week, you know, I tried to touch up. You ain't like it. You ain't like the rub.
Well, you didn't tell me about it. You ain't warn me. You just touched me.
I just did it. Oh, man, that's nasty. I apologize, man.
Trespassed on this.
I'm sorry, man.
It's all good. It's all good.
I was just sliding through.
Ooh.
Pause. We had pause. I'm sweating. What I got to pause for?
Nobody slide through me. Nobody slide, no.
I just slid.
No, I don't like it.
I'm sorry.
I don't like it.
I'm
Made
sorry.
Made me feel weird. Made me feel uncomfortable.
I'm sorry. I apologize. That wasn't the intention.
It's a sexual harassment suit right
I
now.
was trying to get through to what was it? The pizza?
I'll settle for $500,000 right now.
It was the pizza, yo, man. So I filed for bankruptcy.
I'll settle for $500,000 right now.
You know the podcast don't make nothing. I'm broke.
I'll settle for $500,000
I don't have
right
anything.
now.
Yo, you know what I do have?
Yeah, what?
50 cents.
All right, well, I'll negotiate with you. I'll take all of this.
You get a quarter.
I take all of this.
I mean, you get half. Half of 50 is 25. Do you want 20? Do you want 25 or no?
I'll split all this with you.
Do you want 25 cents or no?
You should have thought about that before you harassed me.
25 cents is all I have.
Sexually.
Man. That's 50%. That's 50%.
That's love. I don't know nobody like that. Except me.
I don't get enough of it. All I get is these. No, man. All right.
Go ahead and I'll do it.
No, man.
Go ahead. What is that? Some J. Cole stuff? What is it? Who is it?
That's Jay-Z.
It's Jay-Z. What'd he say?
From Monster.
What'd he say?
I'm a motherfucking monster.
I don't know that song. Anyways.
You know that song.
I don't
You
think I
do know
do.
that song. Oh, you want to go live? That's what you were looking at?
No, I was. What do you mean? You can't even tell. You can't even see my eyes.
I can see your eyes.
Oh, all right.
Who could it be?
Who could it be now?
No. Oh, see, I wasn't going there.
Now?
Hat cocked to the side, can't see his eyes. Who could it be? With that the northeast, Theo,
Oh, you still rapping?
his trucker hat on, who but T,
Oh, okay.
or
yeah,
is
you
it
still-
who but thee?
Mm.
Oh, if you know. Oh, I still got it. Come on, man. That's off the top, man. Come on.
Somebody
come
come
on.
get this, man.
Come on, man. Is the mics on? Is the tilt? Is the tape rolling? Are we here? Are you here? I'm here.
Man, I woke up here.
All right, cool. I'm glad. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank
definitely.
you.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Well, how was your week?
Man, I've been working, man. I worked like 5 shifts last week.
On your foot?
Yeah, on my foot. I worked like
Jeez.
5 shifts last week, and then fucking one of my homies was like bitching at me, wanted me to work for him, but he had like looked out for me because of my foot and shit. So I mean, John, he had looked out for me because of my foot, so I kind of owed it to him. So on Friday or whatever, he's like, "Yo, can you work for me tomorrow?" I'm like, "I'm already working tomorrow night." He's like, "Yeah, can you work my morning?" I'm like, "So you want me to do a double?" He's like, "Yeah."
That's what I'm asking.
I need you to do it. I need you to do it. I'm like, damn. He's like, I'm like, bro, I'm fucked up, man. I gotta fucking go recover. I'm already not gonna get enough sleep. So he's like, yo, I did it for you. And I'm like, damn, you one of those people? You really one of those people? You just gonna call back favors like
You
the
gave
very
him
next fucking week.
gave him a highlight last week for all the beautiful
Hell yeah.
things that he
And then
did.
this nigga came back and just ripped it out of me. I'm like, all right, you know what? Pause. I'm like, all right, you know what? All right, I'll do it for you, but don't ask me for shit. So that's where it is now. I worked that joint for him. I worked that double, then I worked the next day. So I pretty much worked every day last week
Jeez.
on my foot.
How's your foot healing? Is it all right? Is it good?
I mean, I could walk a little better, but I got the Jones on today, so these Jones are comfortable as shit. Like,
You got-
these actually make a difference.
Those are Yeezys.
Yeah, these actually make a difference. These actually make a difference, though.
Why you
Like, I could
reset
just
it?
walk.
I actually do like the fit.
I appreciate it.
I mean, it's. I want to say it's more like a abstract, eclectic, kind of vibe.
Word.
It's different.
Word.
It's different.
I rolled out of bed, man. I'm just trying to keep it chill, bro.
No, I mean that's how all your outfits are. I got you, man. I see the vision. I see the vision.
I think I wore this shirt on here already, though, but
I mean, I know I've worn a lot of clothes on this joint already, so it doesn't even matter. You know what I'm saying? That's how we give it up.
well, I'll say this, though. I worked every day last week.
Do you have health insurance? Are you covered from your job?
Fuck no. I worked every day last week, and then I went Saturday. I was like, yo, I gotta go buy some weed and shit so I could just relax this 2 days, like stay in the crib. Now I had nothing to think about, just like, you know what I mean? Stress free with my leg up.
Mm-hmm.
So I wanted to go meet my homie. I'm like, yo, you at the spot? He's like, yeah, no, I'm at the Afties. I'm like, all right. I went through the Afties. Played pool till 6:30 in the morning.
Jeez.
Yeah, I know. I wasn't even.
That must have been a fun
trying to
game.
be on that shit.
That must have been a fun game.
I was running. I ain't lose. The problem was I wouldn't lose.
Jeez.
Like, you know how you be like, yeah, as soon as I lose, I'm off this joint. I'm gonna go sit down, say hi to everybody, and I'm get the fuck out of here. I never lost. I just never lost. I was running it. You know what I'm saying? Met a couple cool people, ran into some people I love. You know what I'm saying? I ain't drink much. I actually only drank my, like, I had 2 shots. I had a shot in a beer when I got there, right? And then once I finished my shot in my beer, I'm like, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna buy no more drinks. Somebody bought me a beer, and that was all I had the whole night. So from like, you know what I mean? Like 1 o'clock to like 6 o'clock, just coasted off like 2 beers.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah, no, I was chilling.
That's
I was
definitely not bad.
I was there like, yo, I'm not trying to spend no money. I'm not even supposed to be here. So got out of that shit, right? That's Saturday night. Got out of that, 6 in the morning. Luckily, I told E, yo, I know we be getting up early, but I might oversleep today. So, like, is it cool if we get up at like 4? He was like, yeah, 4 cool.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, perfect. So I'm headed home at like 6:30, 7 o'clock. Meanwhile, I seen this chick, you know her. So you would know how excited I was when I seen her. and was like, damn. And like I had seen her earlier, and I'm like, I seen her talking to somebody, but I ain't got good eyes.
That's the last one that you no.
It's not nobody that I mess with ever.
No, not mess with.
What?
That you got excited about last time.
No. This is a whole different thing.
Okay.
I get excited every day, man. So this girl is like, she's standing there talking to somebody, and I'm like, damn, she bad as shit. And that's it. And then I take my shot, because I'm shooting pool all night. So then I go say bye to people, and I go say bye to Tasha, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she sat next to Tasha.
Oh, wait.
Chill.
Okay.
Right?
Uh-huh.
So I give Tasha a hug and shit, and then I see her, and she like, damn, I ain't seen you in fucking forever. And I'm like, oh shit, that's you? You look good as hell.
Oh, I definitely know who you're talking about.
Yeah, you know who the fuck I'm talking about.
I definitely know who you're talking about.
So I'm like, damn.
Glad I didn't show up. Jeez.
Dog.
I was going to show up.
Dog.
Glad I
was
didn't.
Like, yo, you on some whole level shit. So anyway, that happened. Went to the crib Sunday afternoon, woke up, had to go see E. Went to go see E. We did shrooms over there. So we fucked up our whole pod. Like we started off like we was right on the rails, all on the good, you know what I mean? The rhythm, we was popping. Then all of a sudden niggas started laughing and couldn't stop. Niggas had to stop the recording. Like for real, like 5 straight minutes of laughing. Like,
that's good.
Niggas had to stop the recording.
That's great.
Yeah,
content.
Jay took a little bit. We was all fucked up in there, bro.
Oh my
Then
goodness.
this nigga, he was like, yo, let's order food. I was like, where you ordering from? He was like, I'm about to order from Sardine. And I'm like, so y'all closer now with this new address? You know they not closer.
I know they not.
I was like, y'all closer now with this new address? He was like, well, nah, Sardine on 7th. I'm like, yeah, I know. So that's why I'm asking. Like, he like, nah, we gonna walk and go pick it up. I'm like, that's a long walk, man. He's like, nah, it's not that long. Like, that shit was 14 blocks, bro. By the end of it, this nigga was like, yo, I need some fucking water, dog.
On the way there or on the way back?
On the way there. On the way there. So I got water from the bowl. Like, we picked up the food. I was like, yo, can we get 3 waters for the walk or whatever? We got some waters. This nigga housed his water. Dog, 3 blocks. Dog, I don't feel so good. I'm like, bro, I told you.
Like, relax.
We was out here, bro. Like, yeah. So I was over there till like 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock last night.
Oh, that's not bad. I thought you were going to say in the morning.
Nah. So I came home. I went home, went straight to sleep because, I had to recover from the fucking shrooms. And then here I am now. And then I looked at my schedule on the way here because I was like, oh, let's get ready. My week. Who knows what it's going to look like.
Mm-hmm.
I'm working 7 shifts next week.
Jeez.
I'm working Tuesday. I'm working a double on Wednesday. I'm working Thursday. I'm working a double on Friday. And I'm working Saturday. I'm working 7 shifts next week, my G.
It's not so bad.
No,
It's not so
I look
bad.
forward to it.
It's not so bad.
I look forward to it. This week, a lot of the guys who have seniority at my spot have been on vacation and shit. So, first off, I got injured at the almost perfect time because it was right before everybody left.
Uh-huh.
So as soon as I got back,
stack up a little bit more before they go.
Right. So as soon as I got back, everybody rolled out. So now I'm looking at the dynamic and shit, and I'm working, and I'm like, wait a minute. It's just her here, and it's just a bunch of servers. It's literally me, her, and a bunch of servers. Oh, damn. I'm like, I'm in this bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Like, something go down, I'm kicking niggas out.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
there's nobody above me at this point now. Like, I mean, she's above me, but she don't want to be, she don't want to necessarily be all in the mix and shit. Like, she just want to,
She just want to do her part in the
do her
role.
part. Exactly. So I'm like, damn, I need to step it up. Like, I'm somebody tonight. Like, so I ended up having to lock up and everything. Like, that shit was crazy. I had to stick around for everything.
Jeez.
Yeah, for all the count outs and shit. Like, I had to pay all the servers out.
It's just like, I don't want to do that.
Yeah, I'm like, dog,
I don't
like 2 months in. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm realizing like this boy went out, this boy really only worked part-time. So it's like, damn, yo. And then besides the nigga that got me the job, who ain't gonna lie, I'm better than that nigga, like by leaps and bounds.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm next up. So that's why I'm like, let me look at my schedule. Who knows what happened? And I see 7. I got the most shifts.
Just like, all right.
I got the most shifts.
Like it's
I
gonna
looked at everybody else. I got the most shifts on the whole schedule.
Like it's gonna be a long one, but
Like, yo, it's going down this week, bro. It's going down this
bring
week.
it on. Bring it on. Just know I'm gonna rest hard those couple days.
Yeah, bro. But that's the thing. Like, it starts tomorrow.
Yeah. So those next couple of days. I mean, after
I
this
leave
7.
here.
No, after the 7. I'm talking about at the end of the
after
7.
that?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna have my little 2 or 3 days.
Like I'm gonna relax hard.
Yep.
So I can come back.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I've been trying to book a hair appointment. You know how hard it is to book a hair appointment, man? Like to know when you free. And then it's like, yo, you got a plan. I gotta take my shit out.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta wash my shit. That's a day.
Yeah.
And then I need to have that day precede the day that I go in and get the shit done.
Yeah.
Yeah. Meanwhile, I'm trying to get it colored too.
Oh.
So that means I'm trying to add a step to the
Beijing?
process. Nah.
No. Oh, all right. I don't know.
Beijing is like when you ain't got no hair and they just draw it on your scalp, I think. Something like that.
I didn't know where you were going with it.
I don't know what Beijing is. But anyway, I'm trying to get it I'm trying to get my shit you'll see it. If it happens, you'll see it. You know?
Okay.
But I'm trying to get my shit colored, you know what I'm saying?
What color you think about going?
I'm going
Blonde?
maybe.
A little bit of streaks?
I was thinking blonde.
You thinking blonde?
Blonde with like highlights and shit.
Ooh.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Kanye did it. No, Cisco did it first.
Cisco was platinum.
No, Cisco did all different colors. He had red, he had blonde, he had platinum.
Yeah.
He did the whole thing.
I was stuck between blonde, half.
Frank Sinatra. I mean, not Sinatra.
I was
Frank Ocean.
I was stuck between half blonde. Like not full blonde, just half blonde.
Oh, like the Demolition Man?
I don't know. No, Demolition Man was full blonde. Wesley Pipes. He was full.
No, it's not. Yo, hold on.
Wait.
Hold on,
shit.
Kathy.
Yo, you know, ain't it funny like when one nigga stardom just starts to like eclipse another nigga? Ain't that crazy?
I don't even know the other person. I thought it was me.
Wesley Pipes is?
No, I just heard Ian say it, so I just thought he was just joking. I didn't know it was a thing.
Don't Google it.
All right, no. I have no intention on Googling it. You don't have to worry about that.
My bad. Wesley Snipes.
He's still in Africa, right?
I don't know where the fuck he is. He was running for taxes.
Yeah. I think he got it cleared up. I think he's back.
He's back.
I think they're talking about doing
Wesley Snipes back.
Wesley Snipes is back because I think they're talking about doing like a crossover between Underworld and Bleed. So I think he back. Ooh. Yeah, man. I think he back for that.
With like half of the cast from Fast 9 and shit.
Man, Bow Wow. You saying Bow Wow got a feature?
Bow Wow on Fast 9?
Yeah, I haven't seen it, but yeah, he was out there. You didn't see the verses? He promoted that joint.
Come on, guys.
Yeah, he in that joint.
Bow Wow and Soulja Boy, right? That was the verses?
Yeah.
Come on, cuz.
Oh, man, that was... Man.
You think I was looking for that, right?
I don't think you were looking for it. I think it was a lot of people. It was a lot of people that were looking for it.
Somebody announced it to me, and I was like, "Word, you clearly don't know me."
Yo, man.
But you watched it?
I saw the highlights.
Okay, so you ain't watch it then. So you just like me. I might see the highlights tonight.
I watched it.
I might see the highlights tonight.
I watched it.
Right,
I saw the highlights of. Yo, man, that was hard. It was hard. All right, so I'm gonna explain it this way. In the dynamic, you're a Soulja Boy.
No.
And that would make me Bow Wow in this joint. You know?
Okay.
Cause he was just doing like Soulja just did Soulja. Soulja was like, play my song, Draco. I don't even know the song. I just know it's called Draco. 5 times. And Bow Wow sitting there just like, wait.
Did you do that already?
Oh, you did that. French Montana come out. Oh. He's like, it's a remix. He was like, play my song. You know what I'm talking about.
So he used this as an opportunity to promote a new single is what he did.
Draco. Nicki Minaj verse.
Yo, Soulja killed that shit.
I was like, what in the world? He was like, yo, don't you got another song? He was like, I got one for you.
Draco.
Play my song. Now you hear trophies. Are
you serious?
Yeah.
Is he on trophies?
Apparently. Everybody was looking around just like, he played Drake's verse, Wayne's verse. Then the beat just go on. He like, I did the beat. And then like 5 minutes later, Soulja Boy verse came on. After the song ended clearly, because the only version you ever heard was
didn't have Soulja Boy.
On it.
But it's his beat though, so he can do it.
And then he could do it because it's his beat.
Yeah, he can.
But then he was just like, oh, I got something for Bow Wow. I'm gonna put a verse right now. And so he just put it. Yo, I was just like, yo, I'm done.
Yeah, well played,
I'm done.
man.
I'm done. Yeah, man. So I mean, it was, you knew they were gonna be entertaining.
Did Bow Wow do Fresh as I'm Is?
I don't know. I watched the highlights.
He ain't hot, no.
I watched the highlights, so I don't know. You know, I just know he played all his old stuff, and Soulja was just like, you ain't got nothing new.
Stuff, nigga.
I don't know. Maybe he does. He had what did he play? He played I think it was with the boy T-shirts or something like that. What song was that? Lollipop and all the D4L or whatever. You remember that group? Pop It, Lock It, Pop Drunk It. What's the name?
And my white
I think it was that group.
And my white tee.
But he played a remix version. Yeah, I don't remember the song.
What?
I don't remember the song, but I think it was that group because it was a bunch of groups like that out back then.
Yeah.
So like one of them groups that nobody knew that Bow Wow had a verse on, and Bow Wow played.
He brought them niggas out.
One of them out. Was it Juicy J that came out? I don't even know. It's it's somebody that came out. It was like
talking about that yesterday
because he had Jermaine Dupri come out.
Yeah.
He had the Brat come out. And I think Juicy J came out, yo.
Yeah, we was talking about that yesterday because like we got into a lot of stupid ass conversations yesterday, obviously. But Jay was talking about how she was at the hairstylist or whatever, and she stole a hat from the hairstylist. And I'm like, would you just pick it up like off a chair next to somebody's purse? Like, yo, I left the purse, but I took that fucking hat though. Like, or do they sell hats there? And she was like, no, they sell hats there. And then Ian was like, that's crazy though, hats at the hairdresser. I'm like, well, it's a stylist. So you think about it, like sometimes maybe the hat might set the whole look off, you know? So she was like, yeah, you know, they got hats like this, hats to say this, hats to say juicy, hats to say this. And I was like, juicy? And then I just started laughing and they was like, what? I was like, what would it mean if a nigga had a hat that said juicy on it?
Yeah.
Right. No, well, that's what you associated with because that we just brought it up that way. But I was just going, juicy. Now I thought about the Biggie song. And then I thought like, damn, if I bought a hat that said juicy, what would I be telling people? Or what would people take from it? What does it mean?
I don't know.
What does it mean?
Honestly, if I see somebody wearing it, it depends. It depends.
Right,
it depends on a whole lot of things.
Let me go where I went with them, which is, all right, now it's obvious and clear. Now, if it's a woman wearing juicy, if it's a woman wearing a hat named juicy, you're like, okay, pussy wet.
I don't know.
Clear.
I couldn't do that.
Clear indicator.
I couldn't do that.
I have to do that. That's what I've been conditioned to do.
I've seen it on pants though.
That's what I've
on the backside.
And the pussy's wet on the pants too.
On the backside.
And the pussy's wet on the pants too.
All right. I see. I don't be looking that hard.
Juicy. All right. So, anyways, just the implication.
Okay. All
juicy. Right. Juicy is what that means. Now, if you think like,
because it could be
if you think like a thick, juicy, like blackberry, just like oozing with fucking like just juicy, you know what I mean? Like, okay. Yeah. All right. So you thick. You're a
produce.
Thick girl. Okay.
Oh,
I like that. Like, okay.
Yeah.
Like you busting out the seams.
Yeah.
Like, all right. I dig that.
Yeah.
I dig that. I can see that as well. But the other one is more clear. The other one is more obvious. The other
but when the juicy's on the leg dripping down?
Yeah, that's like, you know.
When it goes vertical.
You know what I'm saying?
That is vertical,
anyway,
yeah.
So now I was thinking, like I said, if a guy has a
designs
hat
are so amazing,
that says juicy on it, how do you take it? Like, what does it mean?
I cry a lot.
What is he trying to say?
I cry a lot.
I cry a lot. I just be gushing.
Cry, you know?
I cry a lot.
I mean, because it's on the head. So either like I got a liquid brain.
That's really,
you know what I'm saying?
Take that, bro. I cry a lot, or I got a liquid brain.
No, I wouldn't take it anywhere.
If I came in here with a hat that said juicy on,
yeah,
you would be like, he cried a lot.
No, I would honestly.
Or no, he got a liquid brain.
I wouldn't think anything of it. I'd be like that. He probably didn't have another. He just wanted to wear. He didn't have a different hat.
He wanted to wear the juicy hat.
He just yeah, you know, like
it must got some purple on it or something.
I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't think of any. I wouldn't know what to think. So I would just like, all right.
So I was asking these guys this question, and we sitting there just. My mind's racked over how a guy can be juicy, right? Mm-hmm. How can a man be juicy? And then Ian was like, yo, Juicy J. And I was like, he was like, wait, but at one point Juicy J lose a lot of weight. I was like,
oh my goodness.
I was like, I don't think so.
Wait, was this before Sardine or after Sardine?
This was after. On the way back. This was on the way back.
Oh, okay. All right. Oh, see now if you're jogging.
We weren't jogging.
No. If you're working out or jogging and you have like a headband or a hat that says juicy, I'm like, all right, sweat. You know? Boom.
Oh man, I don't know, bro.
Context.
I mean, listen, man.
Like your shirt is all drenched in sweat, and I'm like,
vernacular and colloquialisms usually just like set me off. So I'm always curious about what people mean when they say things, because communication is like, sort of one of my passions. So I was just wondering how I would take it, or how it would be taken if I had a hat that said Juicy on it, or if a man had a hat. And then Juicy J pops up. So we like, all right, maybe is it a syrup reference, or is it just like, I don't know.
I mean, that could be something. That could have been something he was selling.
The obvious one, which is like, well, it's like, let me show you how juicy I can get. It was like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
matter of fact, I knew somebody who had a nickname Juicy.
Like, maybe this boy just walks around just leaking all day. Sorry.
No.
So tell me about your nickname friend Juicy. Your friend,
you know him too.
Your friend nicknamed Juicy.
Yeah, Jeffrey.
Jeffrey's name is Juicy.
Yeah.
Juicy.
Yeah.
He seems juicy. He a juicy boy though. He juicy. That boy is juicy.
One of the servers
busting out the seams.
One of the servers at Maison at the time said, "I'm gonna start calling you Juicy." So it was like Juicy. Anytime she
was that
saw
a man or a woman that there was a woman that said that?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
So then I was just I was just cracking up. I thought it was funny because then she told me, and then you remember he used to wear the Migos blouses and all of that back then.
He used to wear the blouses,
busting out the sleeves.
Yeah. Chest wide as all get out.
Yeah,
This shit was like this.
Yeah, man. Yeah, so
shoulders was broader than fucking Broad Street.
Yeah, I stood and think. Yeah, exactly. So I stood and think. I mean, that's where you're juicy. You
remember the show, The PJs?
Yeah,
the animation claymation.
I do.
The young boy's named Juicy.
It is.
Like Super.
Yeah. I
don't know what to do, Super. Juicy.
Oh,
he
man.
Was a juicy character.
This is a good start to the week.
I mean,
to the week, this is. Honestly.
I know what the rest of my I don't know exactly what. I can imagine what the rest of my week is going to entail. So I believe this is a good start. Relaxed start.
Yeah, like, I didn't know. I was just like, when I woke up, I was just like, you know what? I got to do something different today for the sheer fact that last week was, it was just going to be a snowball effect, and it's just going to get bigger and bigger, going down the hill. And I was like, if I don't do something different.
You woke up and was like, something's got to change.
I was like, yeah. If
I don't change it, it ain't going to change.
Yeah, because I didn't have any energy. No, I didn't say I wasn't going to change, but I was just like, the energy just, it was just gone. It was just gone. Like I was depleted, like hunching, like I just couldn't get the energy. And I was drained. Like, yeah, I was just drained mentally and physically. So I was just like, you know what? All right. I'm about to buy some stocks. So I bought some stocks in Apple and Disney, just the safe ones, It was like, boom, small little start. Cool.
Well, I'm going to tell you, and I know that you probably have very much incentive to not listen to a person like myself, but you should, if you do make any more purchases along that realm, you should try to focus in a little bit on indices or indexes like the S&P 500.
I have. So I have stock in, I have a couple shares of Vanguard. That's done pretty well for me.
Well, there's Vanguard does indexes, or indices.
Yeah.
But I don't know, like there's a couple different ones. Like, I do follow their S&P index though. That's Vanguard's S&P index is the one that I follow, but they also have bond indexes.
No, I think I do
real
have
estate indexes. They have a couple different things.
No, I think I just have the
indices.
I hear you. I'm not sure if it's that one or if it's the main one. No, it's just VT. It's just VT.
Not
but
BWO or it's not 3?
No, I just got VT. I just went for the head one, 4 shares of that.
So it's probably just Vanguard itself as a publicly traded company. It's probably not an index.
No, I don't know. I can't remember because I did this a couple years ago.
I can't remember.
And then and that grew pretty well for me.
I can't remember.
Yeah, but my Vineyard one, that one is still consistent. But I also did check I checked my Roth IRA. and that raised 14%, and I did this probably like, what, 2 weeks ago? So I was just like, oh, all right.
14% in 2 weeks?
Yeah.
That's not bad.
I was like...
so you got the Vanguard Total World Stock Index Fund.
Yeah.
The whole entire world is what you're invested in. That's cool.
I'm invested in the world.
Yeah, you're invested in the world. But I like the S&P 500 because they switch out the lesser companies with the higher companies depending on how people perform.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, and then you can also guarantee like Warren Buffett, you know.
Yeah,
I know. It's hard with guaranteeing.
I saw that
with the safety.
That interview you told me, and then I watched that and I was like, all right.
Right. So he always basically says like, not only is this one of their safer bets because you know ain't nothing safe. All gain comes with risk, but one of the safer bets. Excuse me. Because you can look back at it, you can look at the last 20, 30 years of it and see that it's going no lesser than 8% a year. Right now it's averaging like 15 or something like that. But that's good conservative savings, you know, good conservative investment.
Yeah, yeah. So, I mean, on my car ride here, I'm sitting there just thinking like this episode, the topic is that wasn't supposed to be about like investing, but I'm sitting there thinking just like, yo, man, dang. I wish that I had the funds before or even the wit to sit there and just like, you know what, I'm investing in Duce, you know? Just because we had that episode where it changed, where now it has 2%? Was it 2% or 4% of market share within cognac?
Oh,
and brandies. I can't remember if it was 2 or 4%. And then we were just like, no, that's actually a lot, you know? Because I think it's been in business for it's been available for like 7 years, and now it has the 2 or 4%. That's good, you know? That's a good average for the amount of work that's definitely being put in now. To just see that just growing, that's the changes a lot.
Right.
So, you know, I was thinking just like, man, yeah, I need to hone in more on those, which is now I definitely have to give a shout out to Sean for introducing more, you know, black owned spirits, you know? So it's just like keep an eye on them. It's just like, all right. Because I believe we have one coming to us that's supposed to be a cognac. So I'm looking forward to that. So, yeah. So the week is starting off pretty good, you know?
Word. Nice.
And it was just like you know what? I don't know what kind of energy Theo gonna come in here with. So let me sit there and just get myself centered so I can sit there and be at a good place and not sit there and just start off like, my week, is this, everything's falling apart. Why does the world hate me? What is my therapist gonna say about this?
Damn, you just reminded me of something. So I split my jeans last week. On like Friday, I split my pants like right up the, right up the tank.
What's the tank?
The tank.
What's the tank?
The gooch.
What's the gooch? You talking about
right
the guy?
Here.
You talking about the guy from Wait, was that Happy Days?
Different Strokes.
Different Strokes. The gooch.
No. It's funny because I've been watching Charles in Charge now lately.
Charles in Charge
of our days and our nights.
What am I hooked on to?
Oh, there we go. I want Charles in charge of me. Anyways, the tank, the gooch, is like the little area between your ball sack and your butthole.
Never mind. I'm not doing this right now.
No, you asked me what it was, and I was just like, that's terminology that people use.
Oh yeah, no, I was going. It's a long story about that.
Oh, you got your shit licked.
I was going to.
You were about to tell me about it?
No, I wasn't going to tell you about it, and I didn't get it licked. But
yeah, I did get it licked, but I wasn't going to tell you about it. Yeah, go ahead, my bad.
No, go ahead, continue.
Let me get some of that lemon juice. I know you ain't going to use it though, or lime juice.
Nope, it's lemon.
It's lemon.
Yeah. I almost forgot all about it too.
Nah, it's all good. Look, check this out though.
It's going to change because the pH level.
First off, no, it's not just going to change, nigga. It's going to be great. Look at that color.
I know, that's violet.
Taste that shit.
No, go ahead. Remember, I made a whole cocktail based around this.
Taste that shit. Nah, I did too much. Anyway.
You did.
Yeah, I did too much. I'm sorry, I'm going to fix it now. But no, because this isn't creme de violette.
No, it's not.
You were using creme de violette.
No, it wasn't.
You weren't?
No.
You were using this?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
For Queen Bee? Yeah. Yeah. But,
No. I was thinking about a different cocktail, bro.
But I still.
What were you using for eau de vie?
Definitely wasn't that.
What the fuck were you using though?
That was Kasasha.
Cassis.
No.
Creme de cassis?
No. I didn't use
Kasasha?
any of that. Yeah.
What the fuck is Kasasha?
That was that Brazilian rum. Me.
Cachaca? Cachaça?
Yeah.
Cachaça. It's cachaça.
All right.
Cachaça?
Yeah.
Cachaça?
Are you asking me?
Cachaca.
It's not. No, it's not. It's not that.
What did you just say?
Kasasha.
Cachaça. Cachaça?
Yeah.
Or cachaça?
You know.
No.
Look, there we go.
Yeah. You
No,
know.
because they actually had. All right. So with this right here, their whole marketing thing, it came in a box with the how you actually pronounce it. Kasasha.
Damn, I put way too much. Just fuck my shit up.
I mean, it's still a beautiful color.
Fuck my shit up.
Still a beautiful hue.
It is a good color. But still, fuck my shit up.
But yeah.
So anyway, I split my pants right along the tank area. And they use that as an opportunity to flirt with somebody. So I was like, yo, I just split my pants. Look. Right?
Whoa.
What do you mean, whoa?
Did they look?
Yeah, they look.
Did you see that movie? What's that movie called? Go ahead, never mind. What's that movie? It was no.
Yes, you.
I hate when people try to command me. So I really try my hardest to go against it.
How's that a command?
Saying, yo, look at this.
No, I understand what you're saying.
That's a
but
command.
That's not a command.
That is
That's
a
just
command.
how people talk.
Yeah.
Like if I be
Yeah.
like, if I say that is just how people talk.
Yeah.
Like if I say, yo, I'm out front, can you let me in? That's one way of saying it, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's a request.
Mm-hmm.
If I say, yo, open the door, nigga, I'm out front, that's a command. So
Yeah.
you're gonna make me wait out front now? Because I said, open the door, nigga, let me in? That's just how
Yeah.
people talk sometimes.
I mean,
bro.
I understand you.
You can't take that personal and say,
I mean-
oh, he think he better than me? What the fuck? You think
No.
being my boss?
No.
Nigga, I'm not on no payroll.
No. I didn't say that. The thought process
So if I
behind
pull
it.
my phone out and I see a picture and I go, yo, look at this. That's a command, bro.
That is a command. I know.
Exactly. So
And
like, how do you react inversely to something like that?
Oh, I go like, well, first of all, I'm already trying not to look in someone's phone. Because that couldn't be a habit when people are scrolling and you go,
No.
Or you cut
If
your eyes or
if
anything
pull
like
their
that.
phone out and go, ha ha ha, yo, look.
I
At
know,
this.
I know, but I'm sitting here.
I'm not looking at people's phone either.
Yeah, so when
I did
someone,
that shit the other day and somebody was scrolling down and I was like, wait. And I clicked some shit and it was some shit that I wasn't supposed to be seeing.
yeah, that's why I'm automatically trying not to look in someone's
too.
phone. So
Me
when
too.
someone goes, ha ha ha, look at this, I'm like, let me think. All right, I'll look at it. You know?
Yeah.
Or, man, I ain't looking at your phone.
Yeah.
You know, like, I'll think it through instead of just being reactionary to it.
Or
That's what I'm saying when I say, yo, commands.
anyway, I split my pants. I had to work a double the next day, so I wasn't able to go buy pants. So then the next day after that, I had to go buy pants. And I had to go buy pants with a limited amount of time because I had a shift. You know what I mean? Had to get sleep and a shift and go buy pants. So I bought pants, and now my pants ain't as tight.
But don't you got Urban Outfitters right there? Or Urban?
There is an Urban Outfitters right there, but I'm not built for Urban Outfitters. Their shit, their biggest sizes don't even cover me. Like I got thighs and shit like that. So
I mean, you can then take it to the tailor.
take it to like buy some jeans, take it to the tailor.
Yeah.
Was this like $18.98? Like what do we mean?
Oh, all right.
That's what we do. That's what people do.
Yeah,
I've never done that in my life. That's cool.
it is.
Yeah.
Bring it
You got a
back.
good tailor?
I do.
So if I got some jeans, you can get him. You can get him to make my shit tighter.
However you
'Cause
want
I
it.
just paid $60 for these jeans.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
don't judge me, nigga. I'm a bargain shopper. I went to the Gap outlet.
There's nothing wrong with
Anyway.
that.
So he can let my jeans out. Well, not letting them out is making them wider. But he can
Yeah.
make them tight,
Yeah.
like tight,
Yo, however you want it.
like fucking.
Like-
I wear jeggings at work.
like
I wear
how-
jeggings.
Like how you want it.
Yeah.
Seriously. Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I can give him some other jeans and show him I want them to fit like these.
Yeah. He's gonna take your measurements. Like it's the whole thing.
He gonna touch my balls.
No,
He gonna take my balls, move them over, like Joey on Friends.
I mean, if that's what you want,
like Joey
you know,
on Friends.
I don't.
You ever seen that episode?
I did see that episode. I did see
He
that
was like,
episode.
no, of course he measures.
Yeah.
He takes them, moves
Moves
them
them
over. He measures that side, takes them, moves them
That's how you
back.
get the end scene, right? They're like, no, he doesn't have to do that.
Gotta do that.
Yeah, I mean, he hasn't done that for me, you know, like, so I don't.
I've been going to South since I was a kid.
I haven't been going to my guy, you know, since I was a kid, unfortunately, but you know, like, I like it. All right, man.
Yeah.
All right, man.
Yeah, I would like to do that though. Like, I can't do it this week because obviously I'm busy.
Yeah.
But does he open Mondays?
We'll call.
Okay. We'll call.
You going? Do that.
Get touched up.
Yeah.
And then, you know what I mean? Pause.
Tapered, you know?
Yeah, all of that.
No, yeah.
I get my jeans tapered.
So like, cause it was this lady who came in
I wonder
as I was getting mine done.
How do they even do that? Did he just really just like bust all the stitches?
Yeah.
And then put them back together? Like,
yeah,
different?
like, yo, he's a beast.
Really be
My
busting
guy's
stitches.
nice. My guy's nice. Like, I got some blue pants, some powder blue pants that I had, because my other pants got messed up at work.
Yeah.
Because I'm sitting there, you know, like, we're short-staffed, right? So this goes into the week.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
This goes into the last week, right?
Yeah.
You know, my
not into the topic. Into the week, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you know, like, my
You know what I'm about to do.
my salmon colored pants, you know?
Because this is sweet.
My salmon...
So to offset the fucking acid.
I mean, in theory.
No. In practice.
Well, yes, true. But like, look at it now.
What do you mean?
It doesn't have the same color.
Okay.
Yeah.
You think I'm drinking colors?
I do.
I'm not drinking colors.
Oh, that's what I thought you were going for.
No, I'm drinking spirits.
Be careful. Some are good and some are bad. No, keep going. That smells like...
You don't want none of this.
What did that smell like?
It tastes, you know what it tastes like? It tastes like
so what he just did... So we had this Empress gin that's colored purple, right? Empress 1908. He added a lot of lemon juice to it that made it too tart.
Yeah, I had too much lemon juice to it.
So then he added more gin to it.
Right, which helped a bit, but not enough.
So
Instead
now
of adding more gin to it, because I wanted to leave some for his ass. Because we're actually on the bottom leg of it.
Now he added some Martell to it. Martell VS cognac.
Right.
To blend it. So the color isn't the same.
No. It looked like what that shit look like? It looked like berry flavored
It
things.
all separated. It looks like too. The lemon separated.
Well, no, it's still, you didn't filter the lemon juice.
I did.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Well, you didn't filter enough.
All right, fine. That's fine.
I mean, there's still particles floating around in the bitch.
I feel you. I hear you. But yeah, so, and now what does it taste like?
It tastes like alcoholic juicy juice.
Whew.
Alcoholic juicy juice.
Almost died just now.
Nah, you live.
Alcoholic juicy juice? That's not bad.
Yeah,
Oh, see, now it makes sense. If you had the juicy hat on and you were drinking that.
Alcoholic juicy juice.
Boom.
Yeah.
Context.
Plus, juicy juice is like juice cocktails.
I mean, it's gum brand too.
Juicy fruit.
Damn. It's juicy fruit and not juicy juicy? I mean, juicy juice?
Yo, let me get a piece of your juicy juicy.
Hey.
Yo, did you ever notice ginger ale? Right? Wait, listen. Ginger ale. Ginger beer. Ginger root. Root beer. Ale beer.
Yeah, where are we going with this?
Did you ever peep?
I never peeped that. What's
root
up?
Beer?
Root beer.
Ale beer.
Ale beer.
Ginger beer.
Ginger. Ginger ale.
Ginger beer. Ginger ale. Ginger root.
Connect the dots for me.
Bro.
Connect the dots for me. Bring it home. Bring it home.
Bro.
Bring it home.
Bro.
Bring it home.
I don't know. I don't know enough about cooking. I don't know enough about herbs, fresh ingredients. I don't know enough about root vegetables. I don't know enough about nothing. But there's some type of...
So ginger is a root?
No shit.
Oh, all right.
Really?
You just said, all right.
Nah, I just said I don't know enough about it. I ain't saying I don't know shit about it.
All right.
So ginger beer, ginger ale. Beer and ale are the same fucking thing, right?
I mean...
Even though it's stupid, but right. But ginger beer and ginger ale are not the same fucking thing, right?
No, ginger ale. Yeah, it's non-alcoholic.
That's not true because I got non-alcoholic ginger beer as well. Gosling's.
That's a little bit.
No, it's no alcohol.
They say that.
There's no fucking alcohol in Gosling's. You can't say they say that, nigga.
Yes, you can.
USDA, nigga. It's the American.
Yo.
It's the Americans, nigga.
Yo.
You know all about regulations. You know all about what these laws is all for.
Yo, so in the labeling, I do.
You don't have to be 21 to buy Gosling's, bro.
You don't have to be 21 to buy kombucha either.
Kombucha is not always alcoholic. Kombucha is a flavor at this point. It's not just always alcoholic.
Fermented.
No, I understand what you're saying, but it's also recreated.
It's fermented.
It's also recreated.
How do you get rid of the alcohol in something that's fermented?
Bro, I'm not saying that what they giving you is fermented. I'm saying that what they giving you tastes fermented.
You can't
recreate flavors.
You can't strip the alcohol. You can't strip the alcohol.
You can recreate flavors.
How do you strip the alcohol?
So, I went to go buy some new jeans and shit.
So how do you know? No, how do you? No. How do you? I understand that you can recreate flavors.
Right.
How do you separate the alcohol from said flavors?
I don't know.
Okay.
That's not what I do for a living.
I was wondering.
I'm pretty sure I could find it if I looked for it, but I don't think that that's my
all right. How do you
goal or passion in life?
How do you recreate the flavors?
How do you recreate flavors?
How do you recreate those flavors? Those flavors.
I don't do that either for a living.
So how do you know that there's no alcohol in it? Because it says that there's no alcohol in it?
I know that there's no alcohol in certain ones. I don't know what's in every single one.
How do you know?
Because it's fucking what it is. There's alcohol in alcohol. And when there's no alcohol, there's no alcohol. If you're selling me something that costs $2 and it's a fucking tea and it tastes tart, I'm not assuming there's alcohol in it. I'm assuming there's no alcohol in it. I'm assuming that if it were alcohol in it, that it would be a controlled substance, like every other alcoholic substance in America. So forgive me for putting my faith in people who do this shit for a living.
Man. Have you seen American Greed?
No.
Okay.
I don't watch documentaries. I don't do that anymore. I want to be happy.
That's probably where I'm going wrong. I gotta stop. If I want to go back to being happy, I should stop watching docs. Noted.
I didn't say that, but I mean,
no, I get you. I mean, the label says that it's no alcohol. I get it. As far as control goes, I mean, they're just like, it's probably 1% or less. It doesn't get you buzzed or anything like that, you know? Cool. It's less than...
it's caffeine in the bitches, though.
Oh, yeah, man. Caffeine,
so it does get you buzzed.
That's legal.
You can't say it don't get you buzzed.
I mean, that's a different kind of buzz.
No, but listen. It's a buzz. You said buzz. I say buzz. I heard buzz. Here's a buzz.
That's the buzzword.
Here's a buzz.
That's the buzzword.
We got buzzes.
Sorry.
Right.
Get you to the point where you'll be inebriated.
Intoxicated?
No, inebriated.
Inebriated. I think it can inebriate certain individuals.
Yeah. I guess so. If you had, I mean, I think you have to have a good bit. I mean, but to the median, the median consensus, it doesn't.
Okay.
The outsiders, yeah, but I believe that's a way less. Them just kind of fire.
And I got them bitches.
You got them?
For retail, baby.
Nice.
Because Nike don't let you buy nothing no more. unless you win a contest.
Those look like those would go fly with this right here too. I mean, you change up a couple of the accessories on it, yeah.
Who knows? We said.
Maybe.
We see.
Maybe. But yeah.
Or you might never see me wear them ever in life. Who knows?
But the labeling is everything, and I think
You remember when Frank Ocean said, "Man, I hope my black skin don't fuck up this white suit," or some shit like that?
Yeah.
Do you remember how he said it? How did he say it? What was the line? How did it go exactly?
You said it. That's exactly how he said it.
Man, I hope my black skin don't fuck up this white suit.
Yeah.
That's how he said it?
Yeah.
All right.
So what, you referring to your kicks now?
No, I'm not referring to anything specific. I was just, like, thinking to myself, in general, there's, like, clothes on me, and my black skin is just gonna, like, rub off.
On your Nikes?
On my clothes. Now, I don't have any Nikes on right now. I don't have any Nike on right now. I'm just saying, like, you remember when he said that, though?
I do remember when he said that.
That is a deep-ass fucking bar, bro. Like,
I mean, all right, so what do you...
have you ever worn a white
with
tux? Have you ever worn a white tux?
No, why would I do that?
You never worn a white tux?
No, I want to get it fucked up.
You fucking get it. You know where I'm coming from.
Oh man, those are just like the Air Force Ones
You went
get.
to senior prom.
I had on a white suit.
What did I have on?
You had on a black suit.
No.
What you have on?
Untrue.
You had on a white suit.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
You had white and red on, right?
No.
No, I had white and red. You had white and green.
I heard that. Yo, y'all niggas is wildin'.
What happened?
That's crazy.
The white suits?
Nah, because like Jason, we was here with Jason last week.
Yeah.
I remember everything Jason had on. So he had a white suit on with black shoes. And I was making fun of him the whole day. I was making fun of him the whole day.
That's my guy, man.
I remember everything Jason had on. I remember what Rel had on. I remember what Milton had on. I remember what you had on.
What I have on?
That's why I said you only went to one prom, right?
I did.
All right, so you went to the senior prom.
No.
So you went to the junior prom.
No, I went to the senior. I ain't go to the junior.
You went to the senior prom. Right. You wore black and red.
I didn't wear black and red.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
So it wasn't red? What was it, like burgundy or pink or something?
No, it was red.
It was red?
Yeah.
So what did you wear?
I just told you.
You didn't wear white and red?
I did.
You ain't have white tux on.
All right.
Did you have white tux on?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you had black and red on.
No.
You had white and red on?
Yeah.
Oh, I remember it now. You had a red tie, white everything else. I remember now.
Yeah. And guess what?
I remember now.
I fucked up that white suit.
So what? It was a rental. Doesn't matter. It was a rental.
No, it was ivory. But yeah.
See, it wasn't white though, because I had white on. And I was like, no, my shit white. Your shit not white.
It was ivory.
My shit was white. I had white and lime green on, bro. I had lime green shoes.
I remember that.
I mean,
it was shiny. It was shiny lime green too. It wasn't like the bright joint. It was dulled back. It was muted.
No, it was like it was. It was like more of an organic kind of lime green. It wasn't just a.
It ain't up here.
No, it ain't on here.
It ain't up here.
Well,
no, it might be around. It's kind of around here, but just not like that neon one.
I think it's more around here, like closer to there. But I think it's somewhere on her skin, somewhere around there. It's in there. But anyway,
we see the same colors. But yeah,
that might be true. Anyway, man. So what's the topic for today, man? What you want to talk about on this podcast?
I mean, well, I did want to get into this news real quick. I guess it won't even be real quick because it's kind of a continuation on the things that we've been speaking about for the past couple of weeks with sexual harassment. And Mario Batali finally, case comes to an end.
You say he settled, right?
Yeah. The company settled for $600,000.
Yeah, $500,000 and some.
Now
$500,000 plus lawyer fees.
Yeah.
Because that's a little 20% or whatever, you know.
Now, if it was one person, they'd have walked away with. They'd have felt okay, you know, with what they got. I'm pretty sure after the split.
This is a group of individuals.
Yeah.
So
I believe it's 20 individuals. 20 individuals.
Small-minded bitches. Sorry. When I say bitches, I'm not talking about no type of gender or anything like that. I'm talking about like how much fight they had in them. Because me personally, I think if somebody's gonna settle for you for $600,000, then that means they're gonna settle with you for $1 million. And if they're gonna settle with you for $1 million, then they probably settle with you for $2 million too. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's what I feel, me personally. Now, there's other opportunities for people to be more corrupt than we would imagine, where, you know, lawyers might talk to lawyers, people might actually come to the people who are representing you and kind of corrupt them from under your feet.
Mm-hmm.
That's a thing, that's possible. But for the most part, if I'm a part of a fucking, because this, all right, so it's 20 people involved. Does that make it a class action suit?
Ooh, I wonder if they're gonna come at him with that as well. I mean, I don't think they can because they settled. Yeah, so I don't think they can come.
But I'm saying, like, if it's 20 people involved and it's industrial, does that make it a class action suit? Because most likely, the what it's gonna do is it's gonna set a precedent, and then there's gonna be laws enacted in order to try to prevent shit like this in the future. Wait. So, with that said, if I know I'm a part of a shit like that, and I know you're willing to give me 600. As soon as you be like, all right, I'll give you 600, I'll be like, scratch that. No, nigga, I want $1 million. Or no, I want $2 million. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's like, no, man, that's not, no, come on. Like, all right, so, right?
I'll be like, will you give me 600? Yeah, I'll give you 600. Well, too bad. I want $2 million now. You know?
Yeah, so this is the report from Associated Press.
Oh, AP. I don't trust shit they say.
AP. That's funny. Because I don't trust New York Times and all that.
I don't trust Times either. Cool. I read Al Jazeera in Russia Today.
So this is written by Michael R. Sisak.
Okay.
Celebrity chef Mario and his business partner and their New York City restaurant company has agreed to pay $600,000 to resolve a 4-year investigation by the state.
So is this the same Mario?
Yeah.
I want to know your name.
No. Mario or Mario Batali.
Oh, okay. Is it Vitali or Batali?
Batali. B-A-T.
Oh, is he Italian?
I mean, all his restaurant. I mean, that don't mean anything, right? Just because you open up a restaurant, Italian restaurants, they don't mean anything. But it sounds like he's Italian, I would assume.
Because the way you said it sounded like it sounded like Russian, like Vitali.
Batali.
Oh yeah, that's Russian. Sound like that shit is Italy, pretty much, would it be on it?
Yeah, his where did I leave off? Agreed to pay $600,000 to resolve a 4-year investigation by the state attorney general's office into allegations that Batali, restaurant managers, and other workers. But hold on, Batali, the restaurant managers, and other workers sexually harassed employees.
Whoa. What? All right, pause.
That said a lot right there, right?
Pause.
That said a lot.
All right, so I got a question, right?
Yeah.
Imagine you go to a bar and your server and your bartender make you feel alienated, ostracized, grab your titty, and try to get you drunk. All at the same damn time.
That sucks.
And expect you to pay for it all.
That's wild. That's wild.
That's monstrous, bro. Like, all right, so, okay. Obviously, usually with your everyday run-of-the-mill sexual harassment suit, one would imagine that it's usually within a professional setting. Somebody's trying to abuse their authority. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And because of the circumstances of people's finances being tied into it, then it's like, you know, more of an opportunity for people to be taken advantage of or be put in a position that they don't want to be in, right? But this one where you're like, yo, I'm going out to be provided for. I want to feel good. Like, I want hospitality to be provided for me. I'm just trying to go out and feel nice. Like, it's like if you go to a spa, like, yo, I'm trying to be pampered. Like, yeah, I'm going to keep my clothes on, but I want to be pampered, like, with food and with beverages and, like, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, you're going out looking for something to make you feel nice or normal or cool or regular, whatever. And then somebody goes and puts you in that position where you are uncomfortable and your element is, like, just skipped. Like, yeah, nah, bro, that's fucking horrendous. Like,
yeah.
That's despicable. So...
Now, hold on. That's just the first paragraph, but
and then on top of that, there's so many people involved that 600,000. Like if we was just suing one nigga, one business, 600,000, I would still say low. Take it up to two.
That's still low.
Take it up to two.
I think that's still low.
Now I told you I think it's low.
That's low.
Now if you're talking a whole staff or you're talking a whole establishment, it's like, you know what? It's not you just the owner. It's not you just the head bartender. It's not you just the general manager. Mm-hmm. It's not you just the fucking whoever server person who actually did it to me personally. Mm-hmm. It's not you. No, this is this whole establishment.
This is culture.
And I be all in y'all books like, how much y'all make a day?
Now,
because y'all gonna spend the next 3 years paying my ass.
Now, see, even you're taking it further by even just putting it at a guest or patrons, you know?
Who are we talking to? Who got abused here?
Employees, staff.
Wait a minute. I don't get this anymore.
Now, remember the conversation I was having with you last week, right?
This is customers was feeling this way.
No.
What'd you say?
I didn't say that. I didn't say any of that.
Yes, you did.
I didn't say customers.
Give me this shit, man.
I didn't say customers.
God damn it. Here. Put your face up to this motherfucker.
No, it's not that. I don't have that.
All right. So nobody kill you and open your phone?
Yeah. I watch a lot of docs.
You gotta have your eyes open. They gotta open your eyes after they kill you.
Celebrity chef Mario Batali, his business partner, and the restaurant company has agreed to pay $600,000 to resolve a 4-year investigation by the state attorney's general's office into allegations that Batali, the restaurant managers, and other workers sexually harassed employees.
Oh, okay. I thought they were harassing customers. That just pretty much involves employees, everything I was just saying.
No, but that's a whole nother case, you know? That's a whole nother dynamic.
Yeah, but that's not what's being accused, so
right.
I'm not gonna do it.
Right there. I mean, because that opens the discussion even further, you know, just sitting there like, damn, you know?
Yeah,
like, because
I misheard you.
If it's that way, then that's wild. That's even wilder, you know?
Yeah.
It's just like, wow, that can open so many more gates on, like, now, all right, whatever.
No, I hear you though.
All right, so that's
what I just reacted to though, so now I gotta like reel it back.
All right, so the money will be split among at least 20 former employees of B&B Hospitality. That's
B&B.
B&B Hospitality and their Manhattan restaurants, Bebo, Lupa, and the now closed Del Posto, all of which Batali co-owned with Joseph, the other B. I don't even know how you say that. Bastinich, whatever.
What's that? Bastinich.
Bastinich until March.
Bastinich.
Until March 2019. Attorney.
Or Bastianich.
Could be that too. Attorney General.
Bastianich.
Latia James. What? I'm sorry for butchering your names.
Letitia, man.
That's not Letitia.
Look at it again.
Letitia.
Letitia.
Latia James.
Letitia, man.
It's not
You're skipping a whole syllable.
You're adding an extra syllable.
No, I'm not. It's Leti. Tia. Letitia.
You're adding an extra T in
What
it.
does Tion make?
Tion.
Yeah, what does it make?
Sean.
All right. So what is Ti?
There's no Tion though.
No, there's Tia.
Yeah, Tia.
So it's not Shun, it's Sha.
I can't assume that. I won't assume that. I don't think that's Letitia James, announced Friday. The company must also revive employee, not revive. The company must also revive.
I bet you fucking $1,000, bro. That it's Letitia.
Yo, I'm not betting any of that. I don't care enough. I told you, I'm bankrupt. I
bet you that hat versus this hat.
No, man. I like both of these hats on the respected individuals.
I like that hat. No, I like that hat.
The company must also wait, because this is because what you said before.
Letitia.
No. Before any of that is what triggered because you're talking about the changes, the laws, and all that when you went to class action.
Suit,
yeah. So the company must also revise employee training materials and submit reports to the Attorney General's office for the next 3 years, documenting harassment and discrimination training and policies. That's why I thought that was.
Yeah, because the precedent has been set now.
Yeah, that's why I was just
People can always go back to this case and say, because of this, I deserve the exact same fair treatment that has been established by this case. You know what I mean? So that is.
So that's why that's what made me really start going and wanting to get through that part, because I'm just like, yes, exactly, because what you said, class action suit. Boom. So that's yes. To answer your question, yes. Batali. All right. So now this just goes into whatever. But Batali, whose high-flying career crumbled amid sexual harassment and misconduct allegations, was accused in the New York investigation of pulling a waitress's hand towards his crotch as she served him and showing a waiter an unwelcome pornographic video. That's why it's just like, yo, haha, look at this, you know? That whole command.
Yeah, no, I remember I was in the studio back when I was recording people. Now, look, this is a city in Colombia, right? This is a city in Colombia, right? You see this? I don't want the map, nigga.
So right now he's showing me the name that's in Colombia.
All right, what about Patricia? Patricia. CIA. Patricia.
I'm just going to hit play and see what they say the name is.
If you want.
I'm sorry it's bothering. I don't. Not right now. I actually don't. But afterward, after we get through it, then yes.
So anyway,
we could do that. But don't get stuck on that, because that's not the important part.
Let me tell you how fucking toxic men are, right? Like, that is nasty as shit.
We know. And you should know better.
To me, no. It's not about we should know better. I'm not taking responsibility for his actions, because that man is disgusting and nasty.
You, not you personally, but just in general, you shouldn't do. You already know that you shouldn't do that. I would think that you should know better than to sit there and do that.
No, but so here's the thing, right?
Unless you have that relationship with that person and that's something that you guys established.
Yeah, but even that, when you're in a position where you might be the authority figure in that person's professional life, then you have to tread lightly, because you never know the implications of your actions, or you never know the assumptions made from the implications that you make, or the actions that you make. So, you know, you can't be assertive in a sexual way when you're somebody's boss. You're just not allowed to do that.
Yeah.
Because, you got to tread lightly. Yeah. So anyway, there was a position that I was in, and I'm not admitting to any guilt or anything like that. I had a relationship with a girl that I worked with, and we went into the back room one time, and I was sitting on a ladder, and I pulled her down, and like she like sat on my lap or whatever, and she like looked at me, and she was like, "Look, I like you, and I know you like me, but because of where we are and the position that we're in, this shouldn't happen." And I looked at her and I went, "Oh my God, you're absolutely right. I never want to do that to you. I apologize." She's like, "No, we're good. We're friends. Like, we hung out that night and everything." But she's like, "Just here, you know, like, don't put yourself in that position with me. Also, don't put yourself in that position with anybody." Like, as my friend, she's telling me, like, don't do that to people in a professional setting. Like, you know what I'm saying? And because she was my friend, she could tell me that. But even though she was actually like, she wasn't comfortable being gripped up at that very moment, but she was comfortable being gripped up later on in the evening when we were hanging out. But that was really more of a warning for me, just as a friend. Like, you see what you're doing right here? This could become dangerous in your future. So maybe you should subside from these types of behaviors and actions, you know? Yeah. So I personally have always been like, that was when I was kind of young too. So I was kind of forced into a position where it's like, you know what, you got to think about shit like this. And then also I've got authority figures, you know, and like real prominent males in my community who refuse to even go into a room alone with a woman. Because of their wife.
Always have a witness.
Yes. Never be in a room with like, I know these guys, if they order an Uber and it's a female driver, they'll cancel it and order another Uber. They will not be in a location alone with a woman with no proof, because if somebody decides to say something and it's your word against theirs, you know how much damage could still be done to your reputation?
Yeah.
But then even on the other level of it, now this is to say, a nigga in my position, even on the other level of it, I feel that women shouldn't have to be put in a position where they can't feel safe in a car with a male driver, or they can't feel safe in a room with one male bartender and just you as a customer, or feel safe at your job with one male supervisor and just you as the singular employee. I feel like that's just sad, you know?
Yeah.
It shouldn't be that way. But however, I'm not gonna tell a woman, yo, you shouldn't have put yourself in the position to be in there with one male. I'm not gonna tell her that, because that's not her responsibility. It's up to the male.
Mm-hmm.
So to me, I take it the other way, which is it's my responsibility to not be put in a position where it's just me and one female individual with no cameras, no proof, no whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because that's me slipping. I should know better.
Totally agree.
That's how Bill Cosby got caught up. That and drugging bitches.
As well as just always have NDAs.
I'm gonna get my coworker to sign an NDA. Like, yo, I just need you to understand that since you've worked with me in a professional capacity, like, you just can't talk to nobody about it, about nothing. Like, nothing is admissible in court. Like, even if you do a fucking interview, like, I get to sue you for that shit. Like, like, don't tell nobody nothing about it.
Don't tell no. Yeah.
Get my coworkers to sign NDAs.
Yeah.
Get my AGM to sign an NDA. Like, yo, listen. I just need you to understand, like, just because they gonna be looking me up on fucking Amber Alert website after that, nigga. Just because I gave them that.
And it's great. I mean, but you have to, like, everybody has to sit there and protect themselves, and not even protect themselves, but prevent, you know? Because everybody wasn't trained the same. Not everybody comes from the same culture. So it could be a cultural thing.
What's up? I'll take dirty rocks. Give me dirty rocks, G.
It could be... You can say the dirty rocks.
Nigga said no. Not with your mouth, but with your actions. He said no. Just take that video. Okay.
That's what I was going to do.
Leave phone away. Excuse me.
But yeah,
I've been working hard.
I agree.
Yeah, so anyway.
I agree all the way with what you just said. All right. Man, that shit's heavy. You know. Sorry for all of that in the background. I'm sitting here making a whiskey sour right now. I mean, not a whiskey sour, a cognac sour.
That shit better be red. Ooh, it's gonna top it off. Look how pretty this shit is, my G. What you garnishing it with? You got some lemons on you, don't you?
Spoons.
I said, what you garnishing it with? You got some lemons on you, don't you?
Oh, that's that's the garnish right there. I didn't feel like grabbing a spoon to do a red wine float.
Yeah, word.
So.
Oh, they'll be able to see it when we cheers.
It's not perfect.
I mean, what is? Who is? Give me the cheers, man.
All right. Here's the cheers. Cheers to us. Cheers to you guys.
Cheers to mutual respect for humankind, you know?
Yeah.
Even though I don't necessarily believe in it to the furthest extent, because I'm a pretty pessimistic individual. But I do try to strive for it every single day.
I mean, but like...
One can only hope that would be enough.
This is really intense. This is like this new dynamic of it.
Dog, did you drink any yet?
No.
You cheered me.
I know.
Drink to me.
I mean, if I had more people, you know, to sit there and do this, so I could meet three of them, and then one would take a photo while we're continuing, then yeah, but...
Yeah, no, that's not proper cheers, though. You're supposed to drink when you cheers, dog.
I feel you. I'm sorry, yo, man.
Yeah, man. Nobody's supposed to be drinking alone, man. That's not good for you.
I mean, but you won't be drinking alone.
It's not good for you. I just did it right now.
And for that, I do apologize. But there are other components that still needs to be done while all that is happening.
I'm gonna make a lot of money this week. That's a good way of looking at it.
I mean, that's like this case is really heavy, and definitely the details, that's the minor details, that's major, and how much forward it is going to move the culture if it becomes like at least a national thing, a national policy, or laws, a rule.
Yeah, I mean, there's a couple more steps to it than for it to become a national policy or a national thing. When people start to recognize that these might have legal ramifications, then they'll start to include them in their policies, corporations. And then, like, as more cases start to bring these things up or bring this case up, then it will become like widespread knowledge and, publicly accepted or generally accepted knowledge, like regular rules. And, then we'll be able to say, like, yo, just like, you can like do this, you can do that, you can talk to a person like this, you can do this, but just don't grab their hand and try to put them on your genitals. Like, just don't do that. Like,
definitely in that position, like, because this is like, because like, what do they say? Like, the mode of the business is molded by after the owner, after leadership. It starts at leadership and then it trickles down. Yeah. So if the highest up, or one of the highest ups as far as the ownership goes, if they respond in this way, then they're going to make it acceptable for everybody else that also does it. I mean, under the umbrella or whatever,
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. That's the culture.
Yeah.
It becomes the established like behavior.
And it's
then,
crazy.
like, on top of that, like, people who don't even act that way, they see people higher than them acting that way, and they think that this is what we do, and this is how we act, and this is how we get into positions of success because this is what we did to do that. So then they start acting that way, and they start adopting and adapting that behavior to the circumstance because that's the culture that's established in that place, and it's just disgusting, and it's ugly, and it should never even get there.
And that even goes into, like, now what I was saying prior episodes was just like, now, so who can they go to? They had to outsource because they couldn't go to the higher ups because it was happening from the higher ups.
Yo, I got
HR.
I got a good story about this. So I remember, my nigga E. I don't want to say his name on here because I don't want to implicate nothing, but big tall Mexican motherfucker named E, right? Mm-hmm. You know who I'm talking about. Mm-hmm. So this guy, he was such a fucking like maverick. Like, I loved how he did everything he did. I loved how he communicated with people. I loved how technically proficient he was at everything he did. But particularly, he would come in and like hit his shift, and people would be like, "How you doing, Poppy?" He'd call everybody Poppy. I call everybody Poppy. We call everybody Poppy. And then he'd come in and grab a dude's nipples like real quick, like bang. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, don't do that, please.
Yeah, I know. So you see
Refrain from doing that, please.
Yeah, I will. But that's what he did, right? But he come in, hit you with that. He come in, hit another dude, bam, bam, bam. But like, these is people he trained, Mm-hmm. So people was just like, they just smack your hand away and shit. But then eventually I started noticing like other people would come in and be like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, oh shit, that's the thing now. Okay, this is a culture that's been established and shit. And when I say people, I'm talking about males. This is only amongst males and shit. Mm-hmm. But had there been some individual who felt uncomfortable enough and said to themselves, I do not like this, and I don't think that this is appropriate, and I don't want anybody else to have to go through this, they could easily go to the world, the law. They could appeal to justice and say, I don't want this guy to ever be in a position to do that to anybody else. He did it to me, he did it to them too. And they weren't as put back by it, but it still happened to them as well. Yeah. It happened to all of us. And I don't think it's fair. Yeah. Yeah. And, whatever. And that's just an example of the, like, dog, I look at it, look, that's the established culture. I just did it to you. I can't even help it. Like, that's what I was raised up in that, man. I'm sorry. I apologize. Please forgive me. I'm saying, blame that nigga. Yeah. Like, like even the term, what I'm saying, though. Yeah, the terminology, like the whole Poppy thing, refrain from saying that, or mommy, or anything like that, like it's a cultural thing, So wait, no, I just started calling people baby girl. Yeah. Again, at my new job. Like, I've been calling people baby girl all the time, all over the place, but at my new job, I just started getting to my relationships to the point where I could start calling people baby girl and baby boy and shit like that. Yeah. And hopefully if someone is uncomfortable by it, I will hope that they would communicate that with me. I will hope that they wouldn't just sue me
See, and
I
that's
hope
where
that they
it
wouldn't
goes.
just like
I'm pretty sure that's
serve
what.
me. I hope that I wouldn't just be subpoenaed.
I'm pretty sure that's what.
One day.
I'm pretty sure he was hoping the same thing too.
Yeah, but he
was hoping the
but
same thing
I
too.
also hope he started with the baby girl and worked his way up rather than just starting with the I'm gonna put your hand on my dick.
I mean, who knows? It doesn't matter. I'm pretty sure he would still hope that they would come to him and be like, hey, I don't want you doing that.
There was a case, I talked about this with my boy E. There was a case.
There was so many E's.
This is different.
In the world. I know, that's what I'm saying.
Talked about this with my boy E. And this boy, he was, like I pointed out, it was baseball. I pointed out how like this Mets manager guy, the executive guy, he was dealing with some lady who was in the media. And like she was a reporter for a specific news source, but her English wasn't very good, she said. So she ended up getting his number. They ended up texting, and he ended up saying, "You mind if I show you something?" And she ended up saying, "Yeah." And then he ended up sending her like, it wasn't even a full-on dick pic. It was a bulge pic though, like, you know what I'm saying? And she ended up, and he was like, "You like that? Do you want more?" And she ended up saying, "Yeah." So he kept sending it to her and shit like that. And then eventually she contacted a lawyer, and this nigga got in trouble. And I was just like, damn, well, how are you a reporter and your English ain't good enough to understand yeah or no? And I was really upset about that. But then I realized, okay, well, maybe she was doing this shit for her job, and then maybe she was, I don't know, maybe she was just afraid. If she was even afraid or intimidated in any circumstance, then I should be sensitive to that. Mm-hmm. So I do recognize that. However, initially, I did have issues with the idea that, well, he felt like he was set up. He asked her if it was okay, and she said yes. And then he asked her if she wanted more, and she said yes. And he got in trouble for all of that. Mm-hmm. You know, so... yeah, and then on top of that, she's a reporter. How are you a reporter and you fucking don't understand what yes means? But I was upset by that. But then I had to, like I said, I had to understand, like, be sensitive. Like, damn, maybe she was intimidated just generally. Like, maybe she thought that this wouldn't be good for her to say no. Maybe she thought that his authority might supersede. I'm going to keep on going with the cultural. What's right and what's wrong.
I'm going to keep on going with the cultural thing because, you know, like... That's a big aspect that gets overlooked culturally,
right?
Because it's just like I know within at least the black community or the black culture, sometimes, you know, like once you establish or you feel like you establish a rapport with someone, it's just like, oh, hugs, you know,
smacking us.
I don't know about that. I'm not walking around just smacking ass. I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know if it's somebody that's gonna come up like, hey.
I remember one time I smacked John's ass.
That's
like
mine.
Hard, like real hard, like get that shit out my way. And then started doing what I was doing. He was like, hey, listen, don't you fucking try to establish that. That is not gonna be our relationship. And I was like, all right, you sure? And I started laughing and shit. I was like, you sure? I was like, you sure, Poppy? And then I went to like grab his thigh and he's like, yo, get the fuck out of here. And I'm like, all right, I got you.
Now just imagine.
No, listen. I was a predator. Mm-hmm. I was a predator that time. So then, about fucking 2 days later, we playing pool and shit. And I'm standing at the bar with my drinks and shit. Just pop. What the fuck? I look at this dude. He's like, get out of the fucking way. I gotta shoot. I was like, now you just told me that's not gonna be our fucking relationship, right? Mm-hmm. Now, as you bend over and take your shot in front of me, you better hope that I got enough respect for you to take you seriously when you said that. Right, so it's just funny how these things work out.
Man, tread lightly. That's all it comes down to. Yeah. You know.
I ain't touched his ass since then, but I'll probably do it tomorrow.
Just to see where it goes.
Yeah. Just so I got another story for next week.
Headline.
Just so I got another story for next week.
We're like, yo. Oh man, guys. Theo's not here today because he had a court case. Let me tell you, if you have not known,
so if you check back last week, I'm gonna actually post a clip real quick.
No. Gosh. But no, all right, so to continue on, right? To continue on. Because
you ever been to a strip club?
It goes further.
Oh, never mind.
We've been through this before.
Never mind.
All right, so to continue on with the next paragraph, which is the fourth paragraph, chefs and managers at the Batali-owned restaurant were accused of degrading women with misogynistic comments and showing favoritism to male employees.
There was a girl that worked at my job one time, and it was a job that I really loved, and I really liked this girl too. And I had a somewhat of a relationship with this girl. And one day, we was texting, and she was just like, "Yeah." So I put my 2 weeks in, and I was like, "Yeah, why you do that?" You know, she was like, oh, I'm gonna go do this and I'm gonna go do that. Plus, like, what's her name? Like I was just not happy there. Like, what's her name smacked me on my ass. And I was like, who? And I was like, what, really, him? You know? And I was like, damn, that's fucked up. That's really fucked up. Like, but like the relationship that her and I had was like kind of on the rocks and shit. So I was just like, damn, you know, you should do something about that. Whereas if our relationship was a little bit more firm and I probably took more like of a personal view of her situation, if I had a bigger heart, if I was more of a man, then I would have made a big deal about it. And I'd have been like, yo, that's not fucking right. This is what I heard. I heard what's name quit because of this. And I don't think that nobody should have to go through that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But that happened. I seen that happen before. But the thing is, like, this nigga would hit niggas with rags and shit. But he was just the most harmless person. So you would just look at it like, oh, you funny. Get out of here, little motherfucker. You know what I mean? But like, I couldn't just see him just open-handed just popping that thing.
So do you think this is...
But if he did that, that's fucked up.
Now this kind of makes me want to be a stickler on the root of what being a professional is, or having a professional environment, or professionalism.
So you talking about the lines. You talking about the lines that you shouldn't cross.
I'm talking about...
because
I'm
looking at it.
I'm going to the root, the term itself. What does that mean? Because this could be arguable, right?
Look it up.
Because it's just like, well, I'm a professional. I sit there and I do my role, you know?
Right.
I fulfill my obligations.
Yeah, sir.
Yeah. So
can I say something real quick? I personally believe that this is a people business, right? And even though we are people, we are supposed to be professionals. So as professionals, there are certain things that are expected of us, and we are supposed to fulfill what's expected of us. However, we are still people. We do still develop relationships, and we can still make the mistake of not establishing boundaries properly, or we can also still make the mistake of not understanding people and the way that they communicate properly. So there's a lot of dust-ups when it comes to our profession. There's a lot of people not understanding people. There's a lot of people getting pissed off and grumbling. And then there's a lot of other people who are seemingly overstepping boundaries on other individuals. Like, there's people like I work with where I'm working just as hard as you are. And then you come to me and say, yo, you doing anything right now? And I look at you and go, yeah, I am. It's like, all right, well, if you got a second, can you make me this? Or can you do this for me? And it's like, yo, motherfucker, I just told you I am busy though. You know what I mean? Like, there's that. That's overstepping boundaries. That's not sexual harassment, but that's overstepping boundaries. That's a communication issue. That's a fucking thing where it's like, yo, there's not a mutual respect there, you know, all of that shit. But like I said, I'm in a people business, and I expect for us as people to be able to communicate effectively so that the professional bounds are not being crossed. Because I do consider professionality to be the bounds of our relationship, or to be the line in our relationship that we should try our best to acknowledge in order for our relationship to work professionally, continuously. Like, that's why people don't be just fucking people day to day, all, you know what I mean, all crazy, because ultimately we still want to be able to like walk up to you and like put our bullshit on you, or walk up to you and say, yo, I need you to goddamn cut this bread, or walk up to you and say, yo, I ain't got no ice, and it's your fault I ain't got no ice, so I need you to get the fucking ice, or whatever the case may be. I don't care if I fuck you. I want you to get this fucking ice. So it's a whole lot of just different dynamics. And like I said, I consider a relationship to be the foundation and the basis of it. But professionality to me seems to be the boundary. But like, as you're explaining right now, or as you're about to explain with this definition, professionality should be the basis, probably.
Depending on
to accept that.
It's looking as if this is where the lines could get blurred, and it sounds like everything that you're saying, which is, are we looking at it as an adjective or as a noun?
Give me both of them. I don't care. I want it all.
So as an adjective is following an occupation as a means of livelihood or for gain. A professional builder, right? I'm still going to
Okay, professional. Okay.
Professional.
That's the adjective.
Yeah. Yep.
They got another one for that?
Really, for adjective, I'm going to. They have 9.
All right. Well, give me like at least the first 3.
So of relating to or connected with a profession.
That don't mean shit. Go ahead. Keep going.
Appropriate to a profession.
There you go. That's deep right there.
Yeah.
Appropriate to a profession. Like, you do what you're supposed to do and nothing more. That's the boundary right there.
That's the boundary. This is still just the adjective, though.
Yeah.
Engaged in one of the learned professions. A lawyer is a professional person.
Yeah, okay. That's another definition. You can't. Definitions that have the word in it don't help me.
I know. Following as a business and occupation ordinarily engaged in as a pastime, a professional golfer.
All right, I got you. Yeah, professional. Cool.
Making a business or a constant practice of something not properly to be regarded as a business, a salesman. He said it is a professional optimist.
I like that. That's a thing. People do that.
Undertaken or engaged in as a means of livelihood, or they did that one.
Now go to the nouns now.
All right, so the noun. All right, yeah, because the rest of the word just that. All right, as a noun, a person who belongs to one of the professions, especially of a learned profession.
Okay. No, see, you can say belongs to, and that's a strong ass term.
Yeah, belongs to one of the professions.
You know what I mean? That puts you in a fucking position where it's like, yo, you're responsible for this, and like this is all what you like. You know what I mean?
That's why it's the noun. Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Now, so it's like, nope, you're a professional bartender. You belong to the bar world.
You belong to the bar.
Yeah.
So you need to act accordingly.
Yeah.
Also.
A person.
Because keep in mind, we're looking for sexual connotations in this definition.
No, it's not just sexual.
It's not just sexual. It's also like I said, the limitations or the basis of the relationship.
Yeah. A person who earns a living in a sport or other occupation frequently engaged in by amateurs.
Yeah, that's how I used it.
An expert player serving as all right, cool. A person who is expert at his or her work.
Okay.
You can tell by her comments that this editor is a real professional. Like,
yeah, she does this shit every day. Gotcha.
Like, boom. Yeah. So I can see how the lines get blurred and how you can weave in between what's professional and what's not.
It's not necessarily that. What it is to me,
because you're saying human engagement and human interaction, people's jobs and all that kind of stuff.
What I'm saying is human engagement, human interaction, and relationships cover what we're talking about as far as sexual harassment goes. Those things kind of dictate.
Have posters too.
Those things kind of dictate what you should and shouldn't be doing as far as conduct goes in a relationship or in dealings with another human individual. Am I right or am I wrong?
Wait, say that again, please.
Relationship, professional dealings. What was the other one? Relationship. I don't know. No. Fuck, not professional dealings. Relationships, human dealings, and human interaction. Right? That's what you said. Those things all cover your conduct when interacting with another person.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
They cover the lines of what you shouldn't do, how you communicate, and what you guys are even talking to each other for.
Yeah.
They set a firm foundation and a firm basis for human interaction. Those three concepts.
Yeah.
Now you add another concept like professionality, and professionality to me is limited within those three realms. Those three realms can include professionality, or professionality definitely depends on those three realms operating where they need to operate, but professionality doesn't necessarily cover the sexual misstep aspect of the whole situation. This is just in my mind, you know what I'm saying?
I got you. I'm working with you.
Okay.
Because I'm trying to see if there's a... All right, cool, whatever.
So that's why I said a limited term. But I will say, on one of the definitions, it said belonging to. And that was where I said, okay, that's strong. Because belonging to, that's where it actually sets a boundary and says, you do exactly what they need you to do and nothing more and nothing less. You do what you're fucking told to do. And it's like, all right, I'm a fucking professional. I get it now. You know what I mean?
This is that.
Yeah.
This is that.
Right. So, like, as far as being friends with somebody, that's not within the bounds of
That
our
is
agreement.
not.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that is not.
Hanging out with somebody after the job, that is not within the bounds of our agreement.
Yes.
Like, you know what I mean?
And that makes sense for why they want them to keep on for the next 3 years. Send in the new training manual, you know, and report. Where's that?
Yo, we like Drink Champs Jr. Sorry.
The company must also revise employee training materials and submit report. But we actually talk. All right, never mind. Materials
That's the
and
class action aspect of it all. Which is we're actually making fucking strides and changes for everybody, not just this particular case. Everybody gonna have to follow suit after this.
the company must also revise employee training materials and submit reports to the Attorney General's office for the next 3 years, documenting harassment and discrimination training and policies.
I had an idea for a podcast. You wanna hear it? Theo and Bryant drink a bottle. Right? That's what
segment?
it's called. That's what it's called. No. It's a whole different podcast. Theo and Bryant drink a bottle, right? That's what it's called. But every day it's a different bottle. You know what I mean? So it's like Theo and Bryant drink a bottle of da-da-da-da. Theo and Bryant drink a bottle of da-da-da-da. And the thing is, it works fly because it's like a review. Mm-hmm. But it's not a review because we're drinking a bottle of it. So it's like an extreme review. It's like a fucking over-the-top review. I mean, but then on top of that, there's the appeal of being able to watch people just kind of like fall apart.
You have something right here in your beard.
Is it a gray?
May I?
Or is it,
No,
no,
it's lint.
May I? You my friend, man.
No,
my
don't
friend.
do that.
You're my friend, man.
No, don't do that. We're professionals. Come on. We're here.
Professionals ain't got an evil laugh like I do. Anyways, no, but look, like, so if we was like say we grabbed the Martell and just we'd be like, all right, look, bam, start recording, first shot, yeah, man, and then we just be ourselves, you know, we just be regular. We don't got no subject matter.
We can put that on the Patreon.
And then bam, but we actually our intent is to
Review the bottle.
No.
Oh,
It's to drink the bottle.
I don't want to do that.
But no, we don't have to finish it. We can fall short. It's very, very fine. But we should also like do what's necessary. So like maybe it could be another nigga involved in it to help us drink the bottle, or maybe we could get food throughout the thing, or maybe we could like devise different plans on like how to make it play out properly. You know what I mean? Where it's not necessarily just us sitting there the whole time. Like we could actually like try to make sure that we get enough in us so that we can try to get at least a good bit of the way through the bottle. But the fun part is now at the very end, it's like, damn, did they make it? Did they not? Or how far did they make it? Like, you ain't got to fade out. It's like after fucking 2 minutes and 19 seconds. Or sorry, no. My bad. After
that was
2
really
hours.
specific, too.
No. I meant to say, but I still fucked it up. After 2 hours and 19 minutes, it'd be like, the bottle's like right here. And we like, all right, time to go home, niggas. Blah. And whatever the case may be. And it's like, all right, y'all have a good day. We going to the fucking park. Or, all right, have a good day. Time to get lunch. Whatever the case may be, wherever the bottle is. But it's like, yo, we actually, you know, tried to go in.
All right, so that's it. That's 86. Then I guess we're going to start that right now. I mean, because that's pretty much what we've been doing. We'll just swap the name.
We can do it different.
We'll just swap the name.
But we don't try to, like, we try to keep a little bar, you know?
Yeah.
We don't try to kill the bottle.
We don't try, yeah.
But if we actually did try to kill the bottle.
But the only day that we have available pretty much to record, or that I have to record, is just this one day, unfortunately.
Right now?
Yeah. It's going to get pretty hard later.
It's going to get tighter?
It's going to get a lot tighter later.
All right.
But yeah, so, you know, but
yeah, I think that second joint will go. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, I mean, it's entertaining. Like, this is entertaining for the feedback that everybody's given us so far.
Yeah, I think so.
So, you know,
I also think it's relevant.
I'm pretty sure that right there as well would be a whole different
I think that will pop
aspect.
off. I think that will pop off, especially if we're putting like the name of the spirit in the fucking title of the video, you know? because people are always looking for reviews, obviously. But then also, like, people are looking for the review to watch. And it's like, yo, this is a 2 hour, 19-minute review.
It's like, did they just read?
This is a 2 hour, 19-minute review on a bottle of Grey Goose.
Did they just read the marketing on the back? Like, you know?
Yeah. Because I watch an 8-minute video and I'm like, yeah, they did. But if I saw
2 hours, you can only bullshit me for so long for 2 hours, you know?
Nigga, if I watch a 2 hour and 19-minute video on this Martell, first off, if I copped a bottle of Martell.
So do you feel like you're a professional at work? Sorry to cut you off. Because I still went, yeah.
I think
with these definitions.
I think I'm from those definitions specifically. I think I'm an absolute professional. I think I'm a consummate professional. I think I'm the definition of professionality at work.
So do you think?
And let me give you examples.
You can get a lawsuit from any of your actions at work?
Yes. Now, here's the thing. Let me tell you why. Like I said, professionality doesn't cover the sexual aspects of where you're going to be treading in your relationships with people.
I didn't even find a term for professionality. I mean, a definition for
professionalism doesn't cover the fucking terminology to even indicate where things should lie within your sexual relationships, or how you communicate in your relationship sexually, or how you communicate your sexuality within your given relationships. It doesn't cover any of that. So to me, I could say I'm a consummate professional. I'm the example of a professional. I'm always there at least 10 minutes early. I always make sure that I stick around for whatever needs to be done, and I make sure that I ask everybody if they need anything before I go. I always make sure that my hands are moving or my feet are moving, and if I don't find anything to do, I'm going to ask somebody what I should be doing. I always make sure that my people around me are supported, and I always make sure that I give my guests the best experience that they could possibly have. I always make sure that I try my best, no matter what state of mind that I'm in. I always make sure that I tell the truth, whatever I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? So I have my own values, but I still make sure that I'm there for them. And that's the relationship that I owe my employer. And that's how I've been brought up. Now, I can give you a whole lot of cases on the contrary to say, them niggas is just this. They gave me a job, whatever, but I work for me and I work for them. I work for me at their place and whatever.
Because that's kind of where I want to go with this as well.
Like, I mean, like, to me, yes, I am my own person. I am my own brand. You know, you are that guy. You are the opposite of that, which is you are like, yo, I'm here, but I'm here for me. And I'm not going to bullshit you and deny that I'm here for me. Like, but if you need me to do something, that's what I'm here for. You know, like, you'll give it to them realistically, but you'll also be representing your own best interests, and you'll let them know that you're representing your own best interests. You'll let them know that you're needed and you're valued in places other than just where they are. You'll do that. Me personally, it's not my job to do that. It's not my duty to do that. I don't got time to do that because I'm too busy stacking cups. I'm too busy going and making sure I got straws. He got straws. They got straws. I'm making sure what I need to get done is getting done. And if anybody else needs help, like, this is a true team aspect of a job to me. I try to be the best team member possible. I told you, I get to a place, I see who's weak, I want to surpass that. I see who's strong. I want to eventually get to the point where I can look at us as equals in how we do our work or how good we are at doing our work. So as a professional, I believe I'm a consummate professional. But do I flirt? Yes, I fucking flirt. Yes, I flirt.
Wait, I wasn't going there.
Absolutely flirt.
I wasn't going there.
Absolutely flirt. And if somebody's uncomfortable with my flirting, I feel like I haven't done a good job at establishing our relationship or what type of level that we can communicate on. Because flirting is just a level of communication, personally.
I understand that.
If I can communicate with a person effectively enough to establish the flirting as the level of communication that we're going to continue forward with, then I feel like I'm being a good person. I'm doing my job. I'm fucking all of that shit. But if I'm just brazenly going out and then flirting left and right, then I'm kind of drawing and I'm making it hard for somebody to come to work and just do their job. So I do flirt, but I also try my best to, like, establish the premise of the flirtation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So did you say, am I a professional? Yes, I am a professional. But if you meant, am I a professional who could possibly get caught up in the act of sexual harassment? I'm saying, now here's why. Here's why maybe.
I wasn't saying that.
Here's why maybe not. Here's why maybe. Here's why maybe not.
I'm not going there. I am not going there.
Yeah, but I'm covering it. Nigga. We on this subject. So.
I'm going more so towards just like, okay, now because this is something that I'm thinking about while all of this is happening, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, throughout the hiring procedure, it's just like have you served before? Yeah, I worked over here, worked over there. Oh, so you know how to serve. So you know the basics. Yeah, I know to greet the table, to take the order, We don't have food runners, or we do. Have you worked with, where have you come from? You're like, oh, we have food runners where I worked at. All right, well, here we don't have food runners. All right, I can run my own food, like all of these kind of things. So it's kind of just like, all right, do many places, I'm wondering if many places have like, all right, these are your responsibilities without the, but not limited to, which is kind of just like I
got my job because I didn't have to get trained. That was the whole, there's at least 4 or 5 people who worked there before me who wanted my job. But they came, well, they didn't come, but somebody put me on, my nigga John, told him I was nice. So they said, let's see how nice he is. I came in, showed him I am nice. I do know what the fuck I'm doing. I don't need people to help me.
The stage.
Sure, the stage.
It's there.
I went in my first day.
It's there. Don't do it. Don't you do it.
I went in my
Just
first day.
Just let it rock out. It's fine. It's okay.
I went in my first day.
It's all right.
I went in my first.
It's all right.
Wait. No.
It's all right.
This is natural.
It's all right.
This is fine.
No. I'm uncomfortable.
Just let it happen.
I am uncomfortable. No, I am pineapples. I am uncomfortable.
All right. So anyway, I went in my first day. I started to get trained after the first hour and a half of somebody showing me around and showing me where everything is. It's like, all right, I don't know what else I can show you. You want some tables? And it's like, yeah, sure, I'll take some fucking tables. Because the way that we work right now, it's like one big bar, and like you can just work the bar. You can just have one person working the bar, but then there's a bunch of like other places. We got the street open and all of that shit. So the way that our dynamic is, it's like every bartender has a section, and your section might be behind the bar, or it might not be behind the bar, but your section is yours. You're still making drinks, and you're still bringing them to people. You're still giving them the experience that they need. You know what I'm saying? So
I understand.
I'm serving as a bartender, and I'm making my own drinks. And I've already seen this. I've already been through this, and probably even brought it up on here. Like, because of that, I'm like, nigga, not only am I a bartender and can make my own drinks, but I've also been a server at the same damn time, making my own drinks, bringing them to the tables and shit. So I got my job with 4 or 5 people behind me thinking, why can't I have that job? Why are they not training me? I've been here for a year or 2. And then it's like, well, I already know what the fuck I'm doing. So I walk in that place after 2 hours. They're like, all right, well, fucking do what I'm doing now. And I rock that shit out. Then the next day, okay, I want your section the same size as my section now. Second fucking day, rock that shit out. And it's like, they're giving me cash. And they're like, yo, no, you fucking worked for it, bro. Like, I thought I was training you, but no, I'm not training you. You're actually just here now. Like, you're just a person. So to me, I feel like niggas have the absolute, I guess you could say, niggas have the absolute opportunity to have been given some shit. So I'm always going to take that very, very seriously. You know what I mean?
I do. So we're going to keep on moving through this article, right? So to continue on, after the whole favoritism of the male employees. So in one instance, according to James, now I'm going back into the Mario Batali case, right? So in one instance, according to James' investigation, a restaurant manager told female servers to wear makeup and get breast implants. See, so I mean, I probably could have got a case working, just loosen up. I mean, just unbutton one more.
I heard somebody at my job say, they said,
before you do that, I'm going to finish out this paragraph.
She was like, I feel like people be fucking me over. Like, she was like, I feel like people be like, just leaving me whatever fucking change they got in their pocket. And boy was like, well, if you get rid of that fucking 3X hoodie, then you can make some shit happen. You probably make twice as much as all of us.
And that's crazy. I mean, all right. So the manager also referred to female employees as sensitive and little girl in front of guests. The investigation found.
Oh, baby girl.
Yeah, that's just that. A former line cook at one of the restaurants said that someone pretty much said it feels like as if it's a rite of passage to be harassed at work. So it's a rite of passage. It's luxury. They're pretty much blessed for you to call them baby girl.
In the culture, though, man, that's the crazy part. Like,
I've been
working places.
That's how you. But this is how you get. It's.
I've been sexually harassed.
And so people are sitting there saying that this is not okay.
I know.
That's
and 20 whole people together was like, yo, this ain't okay. That's crazy.
It's not okay. People are just like, wait, no, it is not okay, yo, man. Like, cause then I don't know what it's like going into work. Well, I do know what it's like going into work, but to have that whole thing on your brain, just like, I'm gonna go in here and have to deal with all this bullshit, on top of all the other shit that gets put on, I can understand it's like, no, you have to set some rules. Like, I want to feel a little bit more comfortable. What can I do? I can't control the guests, but I would like to, at least have my coworkers, the people I'm next to, for these 14 hours, not sit there and fuck with me. Make me feel uncomfortable. If I got to spend a lot of my time here, I want to be comfortable too. Like if you're comfortable enough to sit there and be away with me, I should also have the right to be comfortable, to be who I am or who I want to be as well, And I feel like I don't have that. I don't feel like I have that right or that luxury, or it's not being backed or something. So and we're just sitting here saying, that's the culture. You signed up for this. It's like, no, I signed up to get paid for doing this. I didn't say nobody
signed up for it. What I'm saying is I've been places where that is the culture. And like I walked into that situation in that position and I'm like, okay, so these are the types of relationships that we're functioning with. These are the types of relationships that are driving this professional atmosphere right now. All right, I'm with it. I can see it. I can see how it works. I'm not really mad at it. Okay, cool. I can function in this. But I can see how other people can't function in that. You know what I'm saying? And I respect the fact that I wouldn't try to create that personally. But I mean, I do though, because I call people baby girl. But still.
But this is a whole, this is how you get a 600. It's just because all this stuff could get glimpsed over, because it's the hospitality industry, so it could not.
It's not even the fact that it got glimpsed over.
Or put under the rug.
You know what it is to me? 20 people.
20 people. 20 people felt away. 20 people under one umbrella.
20 people felt away. Mm-hmm. So to me, if one person said, this is unacceptable, I'm willing to go through whatever I have to go through to make sure that this will not happen again and these people will not be able to continue on this kind of behavior. If one person decides to do that and gather 20 other people to say, yes, it happened to me too. Yes, it happened to me too. Yes, it happened to me too. Personal experiences? Yeah, I'll write it down. Yeah, I'll write it down. To me, that's what it kind of looks like, or at least that's how I kind of see it playing out in my head, even though I don't know shit. And I'm willing to, concede that I don't know nothing about this case. I haven't looked it up. I only know what you've read. I only know what the viewers have heard and the listeners.
Nothing at all.
I could easily see. See it more so being like this person, that person. We're like, yo, this is we need to talk to everybody about this because this is crazy. And then for that company to have 20 whole people to be able to say, yeah, I'm down with it, bro. This ain't right. I'm down with it. This ain't right. I'm down with it. This ain't right. Now, am I going to question people's motivation? Am I going to bring up the money aspect of it? Not at all. What I'm going to say is 20 whole people saw the same problem. So 20 whole people got together. But I could easily see one person organizing the whole thing.
Yeah. I mean, it takes one person to organize something, Yeah. And I guess 20 becomes a movement, all right?
Maybe.
Depending
on where they standing.
I mean, for one employer, I guess that would be a lot. Maybe not. I don't know,
For one judge.
For one judge.
Might be just enough.
One judge.
Might be just enough.
Just enough to get you at least 60K. I mean, 600K.
Yeah.
I mean, because it keeps on going. It just keeps on going. And then it just, it's kind of just like.
All right, let me ask you something.
Yeah.
This is actually bothering me. So what were we talking about before I started going into because I said, there was 5 people who probably wanted my job. And actually 2 people quit as soon as I got my job. Because they were like, fuck, this is what I've been working for. This is what I was working toward, you know what I mean? What were we talking about before?
I mean,
I brought that up, that whole story.
professionalism.
Professionalism.
We're looking up the terms.
Okay.
Professionalism, or professionality.
Okay. Well, all right. The point was, professionalism is like I said, it doesn't necessarily dictate how we're supposed to deal with one another in relationships and shit.
You want the human interaction,
exactly,
and all that kind of stuff.
But we're a team, you know. So
I mean, but it's if someone's on a team getting bullied, it's not a team.
You don't let that happen.
Yeah, you don't let that happen.
Right.
But it's been happening, and everybody's been letting it happen.
Yeah. You're right.
So it's just like, hey, you just happen to be the one that get bullied on the team. Sucks for you. You know what I'm saying? You remember? You remember when the baseball? This is going to be a baseball analogy. When they just won a game, I think, or probably won a World Series. But the
Dodgers, Dodgers. They were playing the Rays.
I don't know if it's that team exactly. I don't know if it's that team, but maybe something in here will trigger where you can remember.
Go ahead.
Where it was just like we're gonna go on a yacht and party and all this kind of stuff, and then they were just like, well, would this person be here who just like probably just did the strike that they needed to win a game, and they was like, well, probably not him, and you were like, he said that because his contract. He can't afford to go on.
Yeah, that was the Phillies, John.
Yeah.
I was like, no, well, it wasn't even a afford thing. It was more like the way his contract is, he might not even be on our team in like a week or two. Like, by the time we planning this trip, he might be in the minor leagues. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it was like that type of thing. It wasn't a money thing, but it was more of a status thing.
But it's all right, so therefore it's still the team, right?
Right.
You know, and it's just like
By the way, that was Bryce talking about jetpacks.
He might not, you know, it's like, oh man, yeah, he just did an amazing thing. You know, yeah, I'm gonna be on that yacht. He just did this amazing thing for us to get us here. He might not be there though, yo, unfortunately for the kid. You know? Instead of sitting there like, no, he's really one of the reasons he should be on that yacht. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the team thing, you know, but it's kind of just like sorry, you got the short end of the stick. I'm going to be popping. You're going to see the stories. You're going to see the Instagram stories, you know? Like, that's kind of just like, damn, you know?
Yeah, I dig you. It's kind of hurtful, but at the end of the day, like, it's all, I can also, like, kind of argue the opposite just to say, like, well, the dude was really questioning, like, is he really team? Is he really team? By the time we do this, is he going to be team? Because it's a team thing, you know? Mm-hmm. So... like, that's team loyalty more so than it is team betrayal, if you get what I'm saying, depending on how you want to look at it. So I dig you, and I did feel that way slightly a little bit too, but I also am, like, kind of looking at it the other way, which is like, well, he kind of ain't holding up his end of the bargain, and if he ends up falling out of the team, you're still team first, right? Like, it's kind of the same thing where I saw somebody was talking about Carson Wentz from last year, and niggas was saying, Carson Wentz, you know what I mean? Did he? Okay, yeah, he got us to the Super Bowl. Did he win it? No. But he got us to the Super Bowl, and we owe him that. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, when he take that jersey off, he not my guy no more. Like, I'm a fan of the team. I'm not a fan of any individual player. Mm-hmm. Once you come in the system, I'm gonna support you. But once you leave the system, you gone.
But this person is in the system, and they're not being supported. The person that's
the article person.
No, not the article. Well, yeah. Any of the people.
Oh yeah. The 20 people.
The 20 people.
The 2 plus 18 people. That no. I dig you. No, I'm not saying that they're not a part of the team. I'm just saying, like, I can see where that brand loyalty. Just the example you brought up with the baseball shit. It's like I can see where that brand loyalty would come from. Where it's like, I mean, you were a part of the team, but I don't know if you're going to be a part of the team when, you know what I mean? Or I don't know if you're a part of the team really right now, because we've been talking about, like, how you about to be out of here pretty soon. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a whole thing.
I'm pretty sure none of these people were well on their way of getting fired.
Well, I'm not saying that either.
I mean, it's like they're in the thick of it.
Those aren't the viewpoints I'm espousing. The only thing that I'm saying is, there are times, and I'm not even trying to associate this with what we're talking about exactly, but if it happens to work, then it happens to work. There are times when certain individuals are not necessarily as valued as they once were within the system. So at that point, then it's probably best that they not be there. But because they are there, weird shit happens. Like, for instance, you ever put in 2 weeks at work? You ever put your 2 weeks in at work?
All the time.
So, yeah, I know. Yeah, every couple weeks you do that shit.
All the time.
So you put your 2 weeks in. And for those 2 weeks, you can't tell me people don't treat you different. And also, for those 2 weeks, now if I go to an owner or management perspective, for those 2 weeks, they're watching you because they want to know, all right, first off, we know he's slacking. We know he don't got nothing to prove to us no more. We know he already good. Is he stealing? Does he want to take something? Is he going to use his keys to come in here and do some foul shit? Like, people really start to question your character at that point, no matter how much you've gained and earned and fucking proven, you know? So, because of that, you've experienced that. I've experienced the same thing. I put my 2 weeks in, and people completely treated me different.
It's like less shifts?
Yeah.
Cool. I'm like, cool. I've been asking for that this entire time.
Yeah, no, people are like, yeah.
Like, I've been asking for less shifts this entire time, so you could have done it, huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah.
So, it's kind of, the same thing.
It's not the same.
No, I'm not saying the same thing. I'm saying that I'm not saying that this completely relates to the situation we're talking about, but I'm saying I could see how possibly when somebody puts themselves in a position where they're not necessarily a valued member anymore, then they get abused or their position gets abused by them or not by them. And they end up putting themselves in a position or they end up being put in a position where they shouldn't be. Like I said, I put my 2 weeks in and it was best for me to not be there for those 2 weeks. Mm-hmm. It was best for me and it was best for them, for us to not even have to deal with each other for those 2 weeks. That's all I was saying. I'm not trying to say everything that happened to these people is okay because you ever put your 2 weeks in? No, I'm not trying to say that, bro.
I'm pretty sure they didn't put their 2 weeks in.
Nigga, that's why I'm saying don't even respond to that because that's not what I'm saying.
I'm just like, hey team, I feel this way and nobody's doing anything about it. All right, fuck it, I'm gonna do something about it. Yo. All right, so within this week, of course, I've been like in the role that I'm in, being vulnerable, telling people, hey, this is how I'm feeling. This is how I'm feeling. Oh man, I am actually neglecting things that should be important in my life for this. So my mental, I'm not the best at all because I wanted to make things easier for you. But while I'm making things easier for you,
I'm making it more difficult for me.
I'm compromising my entire private life, you know?
Yes. That's called professionalism.
That's
called professionalism. I'm putting the system above the component. I'm putting the greater good above myself.
I don't know how many people will sit there and...
That's not professionalism. It's a fiduciary relationship, though. We talked about that before, too. Yeah. That actually requires more. That's like contractual. Professionalism is almost on that level. At least I treat it like it is.
This is different. Because it's not on I'm not considering any of that. It's just like, well, if I sit there and just do the... Because I wasn't trained to really do anything.
Do you cut your beard yourself, or do you always do the barber thing?
No, I just cut it myself.
How often do you cut it?
I haven't cut it in a while because...
How often do you cut it?
I try to do it every couple of days.
Your beard?
Yeah.
This part?
Yeah.
Okay.
I try to do it, but I haven't been right for a while.
Yeah.
So I haven't been inspired to cut my hair at all. Okay. I haven't been taking care of myself for a long time.
Is that my fault?
I mean, you add to it, to be honest. And this isn't professional at all. I'm not being a professional at all. But this is when we're...
Yeah, but I asked you a question. I'm a person. This is the relational aspect.
Yeah, aspect.
This is the relational aspect.
Because, I would sit there and just be like, don't need to tell you anything about my private life. Don't need to do any of that because you can interpret it the wrong way. Not you. Because I'm still going off.
You gotta understand that we're friends before this podcast.
Oh, I know. But I'm still going off of the topic before that I was speaking about using that.
I get that.
But for you, yes, give all that to you. So yeah. No, I haven't been great for a long time, and you did. influence that or have influence within
Contribute
that.
to that.
Yeah, that's the same thing. Yeah.
No, it's not.
Have influence within that
Influence is usually
whole
like
of all of the things.
First couple steps. Well, I'll tell you this.
Why are you telling me anything?
If you want to get juicy, if you want to get juicy, I'm here for you.
Why are you telling me anything? Like,
because you're my friend.
I
If you want to get juicy, I'm here for you. You know what I'm saying?
All right, well, what do you want to get juicy about? Because this whole messages, because this case is still deep. This case is still deep, and there's still things to uncover. Every line.
If you gotta cry, just cry, man. I don't know. It's up to you.
What are you even talking about? All right, highlights. Look, you see that? You see that? No, I don't get why you don't care as much. Like, this is really important.
What I don't care about? What don't I care about?
It don't. Well, it does come off like you're
What
just
is it that I don't
like
care
that
about?
you're brushing it off. It's just like, oh, it's a cultural thing, and it's 20 people who got a problem with it. It's just like it's 20 people that sat there and did something to someone who would be considered well, who is a celebrity, I guess, who is idolized, who is
an elite, someone of status.
Yeah,
Anyways,
high profile.
Go ahead.
It's happening, and
so I don't care. How is it that I don't care?
Because it's like because you're sitting there just like, yeah, you know, like shit, man, baby girl, somebody offended baby girl, and all this, and then just going through it, and you're just like, I mean,
anything that I've said?
It's part of. Yes, I heard everything,
So
and
you're
I
abusing
agree
me right now, because what I did was I basically offered up examples from my exact life and said, okay, here are times where I possibly could have crossed that line, and here are times where I've been in where I've seen that this fly, or I've seen that it didn't fly. And I said, from personal experience, which you haven't done at all, so don't fucking point a finger at me. I put myself on the line. I was vulnerable, and I said, from personal experience, okay, this is what I've witnessed. This is what I've seen. These are the situations I've been in. And I offered those up as topics for us to discuss. I did not take a certain stance on any of them. I said, I'm responsible for certain things. I said that I've seen and maybe should have spoken up more about certain things, but I definitely did not say, oh, this should happen 100% all the fucking time. So don't point a finger at me, because the only thing I did was merely put my own self on the line and make myself vulnerable and put cases out here that I've experienced, because that's all I could talk about. I can't necessarily speak on something I haven't seen firsthand. So I do try to speak knowledgeably about subjects, and I do try to speak with wisdom. So in order for that to happen, I have to have firsthand experience. So that's all I can speak from, my own firsthand experience.
Dag, you felt like I'm pointing a finger at you? That's crazy. I mean, it's not an attack. Anytime I try to even talk, it's just like yo, man, you're buried. You do that yourself? It's like, okay, that's where you're gonna go?
You're offended because I'm distracted? You're offended because
No,
I like your beard, dog. I'm sorry. I tried to give you a compliment.
I'm not offended.
Like, damn.
I'm not offended at all.
Right,
You're the one. Like, I'm actually really calm right now. And then I just started talking about the vulnerability of like what I was going through, and then it just went somewhere else. You know, it went somewhere else because I said something, and it's just like
what you said was. I'm just brushing it off. These are 20 people's whole fucking entire problems and complaints. And I'm just brushing it off.
That's what I just said.
And that's
but
what I'm responding
to that.
Okay, prior to that is apparently
when I was
why
going
you said
in,
that.
Professionalism, I was still going on. And then
Did I not contribute to that whole discussion? We looked up professionalism.
I didn't say no, because this was the point. This was the point where I was going to start expressing my vulnerability, because I was saying that in the midst of saying that.
Saying what?
My experience of me being stressed out and dealing with the people with my staff of going through all of this, and then you were just like, yo, dog. You just wanted to talk about the beard, and I was like, wait.
I asked you a question. I'm sorry I interrupted. My apologies.
And then I was like, all right, well, if you want to go there, all right, there's more to be talked about on this article.
All right, well, I'm sorry.
I just keep doing that. And now you come with this, where it's like, wait.
Because you just told me what you just told me. You just told me I'm brushing this shit off. And I'm like, nigga, no, I'm not. I'm engaged. What are you talking about?
Well, you weren't engaged because you brought up the beard.
So I brought up the beard, and that's what you mad about. That's 3 times now you just told me about the beard thing.
I'm not mad. No, I'm not.
The beard
mad.
thing is apparently my only infraction, because you haven't told me about any other infractions.
You're right. You're correct. My fault. I apologize. I apologize.
It's okay.
Yeah, I get over it.
No big deal.
I get over it.
No big deal, man. I'll be all right too. I appreciate you. So anyway, I was just saying, if there is circumstances where people have been in this in my sight, then I possibly have not reacted how I should have reacted. So now that this is an ongoing subject, hopefully I can look at myself in the mirror and say, damn, we've talked about this, we've addressed this. Have I learned a lesson about this? Do I know how to go into this situation now? Because there's no excuse now for me not to be prepared for it because I've already conceived of it. And I've already seen certain things firsthand. Thank you, no worries. I'm not gonna put that in my mouth, I promise. That's what she said. Is that sexual harassment?
Depending on who you're speaking to, I don't know if you have the relationship or not with them, you know? I don't know if you're at work. I don't know.
And that is my point there.
I don't know.
Because if I am at work, maybe I do have that relationship, or maybe I don't. You know, and if I don't, then hopefully I know better than to know that
you do.
And if I think I do, and I fucking get pinned on sexual harassment, then I didn't. It's the only thing I could take away from it.
Yeah, I feel that. I feel that a lot, you know? Yeah. Communication is a real art form.
Yes, it is.
It's a real art form. And you just never know where it's coming from, you know? You never know the other person's intent because you can't gauge intent. I think we spoke about that before, too.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, it's like everybody's just basing you off things that you say, oh, because it's the 2-week notice thing as well. But yeah, I don't know. Like all this is just messy because it is coming from. It's a whole staff of people that feel like they can't, or 20 people that feel like they can't go to anybody, right? So it's probably more than 20. Like, so there was a case within my family. One of my family members who ended up suing a major company, right? Okay. Mm-hmm. And oh man, did they give this person hell? Because they were showing up to, of course, all the court hearings, you know, because it was a whole thing about discrimination. One of my family members felt discriminated against, and they're just like, wait, what? What do you mean? And all this, and this person had a whole case built up, moment after moment after moment, and then got people to side with this person, right? Mm-hmm. And when the time came down to it, all those people sat there and told my family member, I need this job. I'm sorry. I know I said that I had your back and I would give you a testimony and, you know, a statement and all that, mm-hmm. but I need this, so I can't do that for you.
Yeah.
So I can't say that it was just 20 people. It was probably a whole lot more than 20 people.
Okay.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, it's like,
I agree with that.
That's 20 people who had the confidence to sit there and just be like, no, yes, I'm standing up too because it's not right. And it's still people who that's there that still work for that company that's still there. So I can only imagine how many people are still under B&B Hospitality Group, you know?
That's what it's called?
Yes, that's what it's called. For their last names. You know, B&B Hospitality. Mm. And it's in New York, too. So I can only imagine, you know, rent is high.
Yeah.
It costs a lot to live in New York. And to go up against somebody who...
It costs a lot to do business in New York, too.
I mean, this is one of the casualties in business, you know? Or caveats of business. You get sued.
Yeah.
When people feel like you did them wrong, you know? And their lawyer is on their side. Yeah. And it's just like your money with your lawyer just wasn't enough for the person that believed this story. You know? It's just like, no, that money, you can't buy me off to have this case like that. No, because this moves the chain for people to feel comfortable within an industry that's looked upon as the black sheep or whatever, you know? The distant cousins. So yeah. those people probably still work there, and I'm pretty sure they probably just like, damn, if I joined then, probably would have been more. Probably would have definitely made more than I've made working here. But those are the what ifs and all that, you know?
Yeah, but you're right though. Like, it's probably not just one person. It's probably not just two people. It's probably not just three people that didn't want to step forward, you know?
I'm 100% sure that there's more.
Yeah, there's gotta be. Well, I'll tell you this then. Shit be very serious, and I take shit very seriously at times. But for me, all of these situations that I can't necessarily speak about with firsthand experience, I can't necessarily say too much for sure, you know? The only thing I can say is what I know or what I've seen. But when I think about these situations, yeah, there's a lot of things that I can conjecture. There's a lot of logical, deductive reasoning that I could probably do, but to me, that's not sufficient, you know? That's not honorable enough. Like, I can't open my mouth to speak against the person I've never met, you know? So I will say that it is very unfortunate that this had to happen, and I hope that the $600,000 is enough to suffice for these individuals who feel like they've been wronged, although I think that amount of money is probably not enough. I also hope that these people who own this business will learn from what happened and what went down. And if they don't learn from what happened and what went down, I will hope that they suffer even more consequences in the future. With the people who actually did have to go through this, I will hope that they would immerse themselves in environments and probably try to go out of their way to create environments where this can never be a thing, you know? So for the most part, if they can all walk away from this shit better people, then there's a great, great purpose that this is all served.
So hopefully the person that was doing it can walk away
I mean, I imagine
becoming a better person.
Keep in mind, this seems like I said, this seems like a systemic thing. Like, it wasn't just one person. This was just how they operated, you know? This is how this business operated. So whoever was doing this shit, hopefully they learned their lesson. And whoever had to go through this shit, hopefully they recover and, you know, use this to help better the world and themselves.
How would you like the whiskey sour?
It's amazing.
You got any highlights?
Nope.
All right, cool. So I want to give a highlight to, I don't know, or I can't remember your last name, but Rachel used to work at Vintage Wine Bar with me. She's the one that posted this, and I was so glad.
Come on, R. Kelly.
Huh?
R. Kelly. Blonde.
Yeah.
Rachel Kelly. R. Kelly.
Rachel R. Kelly.
R. Kelly. Rachel Kelly.
Yeah, shout out to you. Special highlight to you for posting this, and like, it's amazing, you know, like I didn't even know that this was something that was on your radar. And I like, yeah, the stories that you exchange, I can see it. And you're just an amazing person overall, honestly. You have a lot of wisdom. You're always reserved.
Yeah, I think she's been in the business. I think she's been in the business.
Yeah, she's been in the business for just as long as Bryant, you know? And I know you've seen a lot of stuff and you dealt with a lot of stuff, so I know this hit home, and this is so monumental for you. It's amazing. It's amazing that like you get to see like that you publicize this, you know, on your platform. Because I tell you, I had to dig deep to find these articles. Like even when I went on the site, I had to actually type in the chef's name in order to find it, you know? And that's telling right there too, because I guess it's not news that it's not major news apparently, you know. But it impacted so many lives, and hopefully everybody gets better. And I thank you for highlighting it. So, cheers to you. Hopefully you're doing well out there. Thank you for listening to That's 86. Cheers to my guy over here. And keep on rocking out. Bye.
Bye. Thanks for tuning in.